Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to some Dota 2 action here in the European region of the JDL Europe 13 season. We're going to have Swiss Quality Gamers going up against Raven G Club in a best of two. Both teams have already played some games. SQG, I think they're at the bottom of their log. No, they're at the top. It's the other way around. They're at the top of their log. Raven G Club lost the game the other day to Guerilla Madness. A game I was costing. I should have known that result. Either way, second game matters a lot more for Raven G Club. They need to get some points on the board. Swiss Quality Gaming are at the top of their board with one loss and one draw. Let's see what results they garner for themselves today. So heading directly into the game, Raven G Club were the ones that had themselves the first pick. So they banned IO, Bane, Axe, Beastmaster, and picked themselves up with Doombringer. Erstwhile SWG, or SQG rather, they took out Leshrak, Warlock, Scareth Mage, and they went for a Clockwork Chen opening too. I suppose that's like, it ratchets down the lanes, especially with the Chen, and it makes it unlikely that Raven G Club are going to want to pick a hero like the Luna, because Luna gets pressurized extremely heavily by the Clockwork as well as Chen in the early laning phase, so probably a good idea. Oh wait, there's one thing I still need to do. Is let this man know.
Radiant team ban.
Alright, sweet. Alright, there we go. DP getting banned by SQG. I like the DP ban, honestly. I'm tired of seeing this hero. This hero in Death Prophet and the Dragon Knight, rather. I've seen enough of, so I'm pretty cool with it by now. Raven G Club have some decent pick-off potential. With this Doom, probably you want a 4-position Doom, and most likely it's going to be off-lane Night Stalker. They could switch the two around, but I kind of feel like right now Night Stalker can do a little bit more in terms of having farm. Gets online a little bit faster. Doom has been nerfed enough times where I'm not as confident in picking this hero for the offlane as I once used to.
10 seconds.
Still a good hero though. Still, I mean, Doom is Doom. What must we do?
5 seconds remaining.
For me, one of the things that I really want to see about Raven G Club is I think they have, at the moment, really good flexibility on all their heroes. So they definitely could sort of trick SQG, make them lean one way or the other towards the draft. And this Doom being in the game, it's kind of odd that they picked Chen against it, because any of the Chen creeps can be instantly devoured by the Doom, and he actually gets bonus gold anyway from it. SQG ban PL. Are they going to go Medusa later on in this draft? I hope they don't. I mean, they could, but I hope they don't. That being said, getting what you want is sometimes overrated. So they might just end up going for that anyway and say, well, we've got this Dusa hero. What do you want us to do,
10
guys?
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
At the moment, though, I don't think they're going to pick anything like that as of yet. I think they're just going to pick their offlane hero. I hope this Clockwork is... Do I want pause for Clockwork or offlane Clockwork? It depends on what the other heroes for Raven G Club are. I would be happy if right now SQG got another flex pick, another flexy hero in this role. That could go kind of anywhere. If Leshrak wasn't banned, I'd say that's definitely the pickup that I want from them. Maybe you get the Dragon Knights. Actually pick Lycan. I kind of like Lycan in this situation, especially when there's a Chen in the game as well. So you can just sort of try and run over and roll over Raven G Club in its entirety. And they can still put this Lycan in the offlane. Oh, Winter Wyvern. Alright, so there's going to be offlane clock. And Jakiro is going to be the hero that comes up for Raven G Club. This is the second time I've seen them playing with this Jakiro hero. The last time they lost, but this time maybe it goes differently. It's still on the side of Raven G Club, doesn't as of yet reveal who their core heroes are. Because we just know that this is a hard support Jakiro. Doom and Night Stalker are still a toss-up between who's going to go where.
5 seconds
WW, the cold one. I keep hoping someone's just going to play this hero while being named WWE. Or talk trash about being the champion. But that's not going to happen in my lifetime. Which is fine, you know. Rarely get what I want when it comes out of Dota. They need damage now though on the side of SQG. They've got quite a bit of control. They need heroes that can actually get kills in the early game as well as round out the rest of this draft. I would kind of like Juggernaut, but I think Troll is probably better than Jug right now.
Radiant team pick.
Oh, they go for the MK. Alright, so this is a hero that it's good in the lane versus both Doom and the Night Stalker. Neither of those heroes do well up against the Monkey King. You've got a decent-ish escape. There's quite a lot of lockdown for you in a game like this, as well as having Power Shot from Wind Ranger, which can destroy the trees that you're standing on. Kind of disgusting when it happens to you and your Monkey King. Wind Ranger is also a really good counter towards the Monkey King. If you're running around with the Wind Run, Wukong's command does 0 damage. Good times.
5 seconds remaining.
At the same time, though, I don't like what they like. I like the fact that they have decent team fight on the side of SQG, but I don't like Monkey King as the hero to finish off their draft. I kind of feel like they need to be getting kills in the early game with the heroes that they have going for them, unless they get a very aggressive mid hero, because Monkey King doesn't always get very aggressive up until gets quite a few more levels, either 2 points into the Boundless Strike or 2 points into Primal Spring. Raven G Club with this Wind Ranger. I actually really like this Wind Ranger. It's one of those few games. They don't really have that many ways to deal with it on the side of SQG. They have the Clockwork, I guess, but they don't have any other hard disables, really. Even Boundless Strike doesn't really threaten Wind Ranger that much. You could also, if you really wanted to, lane this Wind Ranger up against the Monkey King. And Monkey King is... I cannot overstate how useless Monkey King is in lane versus the Wind Ranger. Does absolutely nothing. And if you have the correct support hero on the side of Raven G Club, you can actually dominate that lane. I actually think they could run an aggressive Jakiro Wind Ranger dual lane into the Monkey King lane. Get these 2 range heroes that are extremely annoying. One has slows on their dual breath. The other one just has hard right clicks and damage on the power shot. Yeah, I would really like to see it if they did that on the side of Raven G Club. Erstwhile, SQG still need to pick a hero for the mid lane. Who's going mid here? I wonder. Who is going mid, actually? I suppose the only one of the heroes that I can imagine. Oh wait. The match page. One of these heroes that I can imagine them picking on the side of Raven G Club. They still need something to scale into the later game with. They could themselves actually pick up this Medusa, fight with the rest of the 4 heroes on their team. I think Medusa, Queen of Pain. Actually, not even Queen of Pain. I really like these ultra hard farming late game heroes. Because right now, SQG, I don't think have the tools to end the game early enough that the Raven G Club heroes don't come online anyway. So I think the field is kind of open. They don't have that much lockdown. Like Medusa, OD, one of these kind of heroes. Maybe not OD, doesn't do that well versus Monkey King. Kind of susceptible to being caught out by Clockwork as well. But they don't have to rush. They can really take their time on the side of Raven G Club. You know, we've seen this Morana lately. I would really like to see Morana. Oh, that's going to be the OD. Alright. So OD is going to be the pickup from them. It's a pretty decent OD game. Nothing to really stop him. Clockwork is kind of annoying, but you just astral the clock if he jumps on top of you. Suddenly that hero is not really that much of a threat anymore to you.
Seconds remaining.
Ooh. Last pick Brood? Okay. Okay. So with this Brood Mother being the last pick for SQG, this is a hero that sort of demolishes OD in the mid lane. Jesus, this is going to be rough. They might even consider not laning OD mid and putting the Wind Ranger up against the Brood. A little bit of an easier matchup for her. It's actually a winning matchup for her, I think, versus the Brood Mother. I think you can actually beat him. OD cannot, but Wind Ranger perhaps. And OD could probably do fine in any of these lanes. Probably best versus Clockwork, but Could probably also do decently versus the Monkey King, depending on who comes with him. But I don't know if they're actually going to look towards having such a thing. Oops, nope, that's not what I was trying to do. Sorry. That was not the plan. Either way, Raven G Club, SQG, I don't know. As much as I think this Broodmother has the potential to just run over the game and she can just demolish everyone if she really wants to, I don't know. I don't feel super confident right now in SQG. I feel like their lineup requires a lot of things to go right for them, especially in particular in the laning phase. They effectively can make no missteps if they want to succeed in this game, because they do not have any catch-up heroes really. The closest you'll get is this Monkey King if he's able to get a very early, like a ton of levels early, as well as having a good timing on his Battle Fury. Then this hero can somewhat catch up in fights, but beyond that, yeah, doesn't really work like that, eh? Right now, you know what I really want to see? I actually want to see whether or not this Trident is going to work out from Raven G Club. It looks like they are actually going to run it. They're going to try aggro into this Monkey King lane. And this is probably for the best. And they are going to be laning this Wind Ranger mid up against this Broodmother. And they got the OG going bot up against the Clockwork. So lanes that I kind of envisioned. And let's see if it works out for them. Going to have a young trade on the runes. Looks like SQG might be able to secure themselves 3. Nah, it's just going to be 2. A top Raven G Club. Understand what's happening in the bottom side of the map. They're like, whoa, we're not going to give up all our bounties, bro. Come on. So now, game getting underway. Ladies and gentlemen, game number 1. Swiss Quality Gamers versus Raven G Club. JDL Europe, Season 13, Division 2. I'm Snare, by the way. Those of you who didn't know, didn't see my name over here, didn't see the name of the channel, or anything like that, you know, I won't be rude. My name is Snare. Thanks for joining me today. And now getting underway. Raven G Club in the off lane. They're running Yellow Panda on this Doombringer. We do have this Night Stalker being paid by a Rome Duel. Well, he has a real name. That's not it. Luquinho's going to be playing this Jakiro. They're going to try and just aggro onto this Monkey King for now. Just forcing him away from the lane. Shouldn't die from this, honestly. But not going to be happy about this sequence of events. In the mid lane, we do have Waitbox. He is going to be playing on this Wind Ranger hero. And last but not least, at bottom, Crash is going to be running the Outworld Devourer. And on the other side, Swiss Quality Gamers currently at the top of this group. In the... Oh wait, top lane might have a little bit more action. Nah, nothing's going to happen. Anyway, Swiss Quality Gamers at the top of their group in Division 2 of JDL. There are 3 groups in this division, so they're not leaders overall, but they're doing pretty well thus far. We have 061, looks like playing on the Monkey King. We do have Yate on the Wind Rain, on the Winter Waven. Towards the mid lane, Hector is going to be playing the Broodmother. Down at bottom, Cry is going to be handling up the Chen, and last but not least, it leaves Snow on the Clockwork Goblin. He's going to be left to his own devices. They're going to send up the Chen to sort of aid Monkey King. They realize that, yo, it doesn't help if we sort of secure the game for the Clockwork, but then we lose out on our Monkey King. And now they're going to try and make an engagement perhaps onto his Winter Waven. Here comes the Doombringer, but the damage is onto Luquinho with the Hoof Stomp as well, coming in from the Chen creep with the rotation. So Cry helps secure the first blood out at top, and they're still chasing down this Night Stalker. The Penitent will land directly onto the Night Stalker top lane. They're still chasing Yellow Panda as well, but will have space to salve up. The creeps are still there. Oh, Hoof Stomp does connect onto our Night Stalker. Night Stalker, will he get body blocked enough to kill him? The miss from downtown. Oh, the Cry. One more right click is all he'll need. There we go. Does finally pick it up. And should probably be able to escape this. Right now, Yellow Panda does not have access to Devour, so the Centaur is very safe. He gets it now. Cracking level 2. I think he's deciding if he wants that or Scorched Earth. Either way, good engagement. We do see Swiss Quality Gamers. Cry making good use of this early Chen rotation. He's not done as of yet. He wants to come in with the Hoof Stomp. They notice these heroes are very far up. Yate throws out the Splinter Blast and now goes in with the Arctic Bird. They want to try and bring down this Night Stalker. Night Stalker gets Hoof Stomped up. He cannot get himself away. It is not nighttime, so Hunter in the Night passive will not aid you, my friend.
Only where your wings when none can see them.
And they end up getting this kill. So well played. Swiss quality gamers here in the top lane have definitely secured this. Chen has made his pick worth. He's not done just. He's going to try the same move again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The question is, will they get caught by it again? And it looks like they will. Luquinho is completely out of position. Penitent will catch him. There's going to be the bounder strike from 061, and they've gotten the kill. Luquinho loses his life on the Jakiro. Second death this game. So no matter what else happens at mid or at bottom, they have definitely done their work in the other lane. Top has been completely secured for Swiss quality gamers. I mean, Monkey King might not have the most amount of lost hits, but it's fine in terms of his net worth. Should be okay with this. But speaking of lost hits, this Monkey King is only 10-2 right now, slightly ahead of this Doombringer. Mid lane, it is a Stomp. Broodmother is very well ahead of Voidbox. Looks like Voidbox. These spiders are doing more damage than I thought. More difficult to bring down with the power shot than I thought. Needs the Mjolnir really. Or the third point into the power shot. He's even for a full level behind at the moment, which is kind of problematic. Well, more like half a level right now. And she's still going to keep farming this up towards bottom though. Snow was backing away from this OD that Crash is playing. Crash is doing decently. Out CSing the Clockwork Goblin. Nowhere near the upper echelons hit by the Broodmother or the Wind Ranger. Oh, speaking of which, at top, Monkey King involved in yet another kill. This time it's the first one that he himself personally gets. But nevertheless, good money.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And they've yet to put themselves on the board at all on the side of Raven G Club. Sort of just playing catch up right now with their heroes. Trying to get the farm so they can contest once the laning phase is broken down. This Brood is going to become a problem. Voidbox needs to... This is okay, what happened there is exactly why they put Wind Ranger and nobody else in this mid lane. If he gets surrounded, if this Wind Ranger, she gets corralled by these spiders, can just wind run away and it's all good. But now that this Broodmother has herself access to this Medallion of Courage, I don't know, it's going to be really complicated. Top lane actually just going to lose this Night Stalker once again. Boundless Strike brings them down at the end of the day, coming in from 061.
Appreciated.
It's another kill at top. This is becoming a bit of an issue. Being 0-6, the 5-minute mark,
Middle tower is under attack.
normally it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but it's kind of terrible if all of those kills are happening in your top lane where you're running an aggressive tri-lane up against the enemy's defensive tri-lane and the enemy is the one getting all the kills. Then you have some issues. Crash is a little bit low on HP. Does have access to a Tango, so you can jowl that up. Doesn't really have to be afraid in terms of his overall health pool. It's still fine for him. Crash, crash, crash. Getting closer and closer towards having power treads. Definitely a game where you rush the 4 stuff. I mean, you're playing up against Clockwork, so yeah, you don't have an option in this regard. You need to get that early 4 stuff. Might need to go like straight from the 4 stuff into having like a blink dagger. Oh wait, top lane or bottom lane. They might try to go onto Snow. Dual Breath will catch him. Clockwork is trying to run him away. There's no other heroes on the other side to catch him out. Crash does have the Astral. It's going to end up using it. Luquinho. Dual Breath has cooled down. 1 more second. It's off. And they are ready to make use of it. There's going to be a battery assault. Snow's going to try and turn the tide, but there's no way he escapes this. A valiant attempt, but Snow does end up going down. And top lane, might have another rotation. Cry looking for Yellow Panda. But Winterwaven is not nearby enough. Yate is dealing with this creep pull. Chen is just going to wait for him. Cry was going to stay around, but decided to leave eventually. Yellow Panda will scout out the fact that there is a Chen in our jungle, but not too much can be done about this. But how did the runes go? They got quite a few of them. I think they got all of them.
Middle tower
Oh wow.
is under attack.
Swiss quality gamers, they're not going to go onto Yellow Panda behind his own tier 1 tower. They know that there's no Night Stalker available to actually help this rotation because Night Stalker is in the bottom lane. The teleportation is coming from this NS. But still, they're fine with this because if NS rotates now to the top lane just to save the life of the Yellow Panda or Primal Spring gets used up now. They're going to try and maybe find a kill in the opposite direction. They get out the damage from the Urna Shadows. Counter Strike is ready after the Jingu Mastery being used up by 061. The damage is there, but they pop the Shrine. Everyone's still alive. Luquinho now rotates to the top lane as well. Dual Breath directly onto the Monkey King, forcing the MK back. And this rotation should end soon. This fight is still ongoing right now. Night Stalker, if he cops one more Boundless Strike, could very well die. But the power shot from Voidbox, he just came in from the mid lane, making himself useful. And now Focus Fire onto Cry as well. They're chasing down the Chen. And Chen will lose his life, give away a double kill to Voidbox. Even power shots towards the mid lane to clear out some of these creeps and get some farm. 5 seconds until she has the win run again, so not in trouble at all, even though she took quite a lot of damage from that medallion.
Middle tower is under attack.
Great rotation from her, especially killing the Monkey King, but now gets caught with the hook shot. Here's going to be the Ice Path. Ooh, very nicely done by Luquinho, slowing up this approach. And they will not be able to finish off Voidbox. She probably needs to go back to base. Tier 1 tower does fall down. But Raven G Club, things were looking really terrible there, but getting that big kill onto the Monkey King as well as ensuring that she doesn't die at mid. They do give away the tier 1 tower. Unfortunately, you can't really do too much up against a Broodmother that's had such a fantastic start. At the same time, they do end up losing this Doombringer in the top lane. But this time that they've spent having to just ensure that Doom doesn't just get straight up killed at top has allowed Clockwork to effectively have the same net worth as this Outworld Devourer. Crash at the moment is not that much further ahead net worth wise than the Clockwork. Effectively the same amount of overall farm. And Clock is gonna have levels faster than Crash is gonna have 4 stars, so there's still potential for them to bring down this OD sometime soon. In the meantime, they do have Voidbox positioned towards the top lane. But now that they've seen her, no fear is going to be given towards this Wind Ranger. He's just going to steal some of these Chen creeps. They're looking for the Shackle Shot, doesn't connect, and there's going to be a huge Splinter Blast catching onto all 3 heroes. The Wukong's command was thinking of being used up, and they're going to go for the Primal Spring directly onto Yellow Panda. Yellow Panda's going to die for this. Here comes Snow as well. Doesn't even need the Battery Assault, just hook shots him. Even that kind of overall waste, but whatever. They got the kill. But in the meantime, Hector as well, after they got that kill, is in the mid lane applying pressure towards the tier 2 tower. Voidbox will be here forcing back this Broodmother, but she will not be able to catch the Slippery Spider, whom will make her way back towards the jungle, farming Dire Triangle, average time to a Broodmama. Is she gonna build the Desolator? I hope she does. I think this is a prime game for the Deso. I'm gonna go Battle Fury. How much is this item now? Oh no, it's not Battle Fury. She's buying MKB so soon. Oh, but it's to deal with Wind Ranger. If she has MKB, Voidbox suddenly isn't that much of a threat, because then you can actually still take damage through the wind run. Because all it does is give you 100% evasion, doesn't give you invulnerability. Nor does being Night Stalker give you invulnerability, because we see Night Stalker dies in the top lane during daytime of all places. So Monkey King is not going to be building a Battle Fury, going for this early Echo Saber rather. Perhaps not feeling like it's required, and the game is good enough at the moment. I mean, second on net worth overall. I mean, things are going fine for you right now. Primal Spring is going to be able to crack the smoke. There's going to be a Doom coming out onto this Monkey King, and now slowed up. Oh, beautiful Winter's Curse, preventing the Doombringer getting close enough to use up the Infernal Blade, and also allowing Cry to get the Chen sent back onto the Monkey King. And Yellow Panda is actually just going to die. The rotation from the Broodmama with the Medallion of Courage, not even killing the Doom herself, sending her minions to do it for her. She's chasing down Luquinho. They've already lost the Chen though, Cry, getting brought down by both Crash as well as Voidbox. Voidbox going to turn onto Snow. Snow does lose his life as well. It's a 2 for 2 thus far. But this trade might not be favorable at the end of the day. They're going to look towards Crash. Crash is going to die after using the ultimate onto Hector. Hector does not care. This is a Brood that already has all the Spiderlings summoned. Could give 2 hoots about whether or not she has access to her spells. Actually going to find another kill. Yeah, Night Stalker's going to die here. Oh, wow, she doesn't choose to dive. Okay, it's night time, so NS is a little bit too hasty. But now, after getting a team fight win, they bring down OD, which is one of the better doing heroes on the side of Raven G Club. In short order, they should be able to claim this tier 1 tower top as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And their lead continues to accrue. Nor does it seem like there's any plans for dealing with it substantively yet on the side of Raven G Club. They're going to lose their tier 1 tower bottom. No way they can defend this. All the tier 1 towers on the enemy side are still up. Bottom one is fairly unhealthy. Mid still in decent territory, and the top lane is basically full. So as it stands right now, it's just been really rough for Swiss quality gamers. Their opponents, Raven G Club, have no way to really deal with them at the moment. Snow's gonna just run around with this invis rune, gonna spot out some vision. Might try to initiate a fight for his team. If he saw Void Box, he definitely would have gone on her.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But I think he's gonna
Radiant's
see nothing
tower
really.
is under attack.
Everyone's heading top. Wait, Yate sees Void Box after laying out this observer ward. They know about this. Clockwork is not nearby though. Clockwork is gonna try to get the hookshot out onto Luquinho. Luquinho is gonna be a battery assault. They don't even need the hookshot. Penitence directly onto the Jakiro. And the Jakiro will die. Winter Waver might be in trouble as well. Winter's Curse directly out onto this Night Stalker. The Arctic Burn will allow her to fly over the cliffs towards the Roshan pit. And there's gonna be a regen rune right in front of her roam. Night Stalker will at least cancel her getting healed up. This might end up being a kill, but Night Stalker has to watch himself. Support is available for the rest of the team, and Winter Waven's fine. Cold Embrace, Urn of Shadows coming in from Cry as well. Full HP, 100% okay. Now the rotation toward the top lane, Wukong's command has been used up. They're going to look for Yellow Panda, and they're going to find him. They also want to bring down Crash. It's going to be a kill for the Monkey King with the Boundless Strike, who ends off this engagement. Double kill at the end of the day for the MK. And it is looking horrendous right now for the side of Raven G Club. Hector is going to find Night Stalker, but Night Stalker is a bit of a speedy hero. A bit of a difficult customer. And this sentry is out of range of this observer ward, so this ward is going to provide some decent vision for quite some time still. Jesus Christ, is that what I think it is? Oh my god, Cry just picked up a Spirit Vessel. This early on you have a Spirit Vessel? That's going to ultimately destroy the Doombringer. Even Windranger is not going to have a great go at this. That being said, they don't actually have any healing abilities on their team except for Scorched Earth and perhaps these Tranquil Boots from Luquinho. Other than that, it's mostly going to be an aggressive item in terms of just keeping his own team tapered off and as high HP as humanly possible. Raven G Club have already backed away. Want nothing to do with this top tier 2 tower defense. It does end up going down. I wonder what Monkey King goes for next as his item. We do have a smoke coming in from these heroes. They are going to... They could go Roche. Why don't they Roche? I think just take Roche. There's an Invis rune on the ground. Hector went for this early MKB. Has it now. So a lot more damage available for this Broodmother. Still has this medallion. I think you just Roche. But they're gonna want to find a pickle for 2 first. Snow's gonna catch out the Night Stalker. They've got him. Battery Assault, Penitence inside the cogs. Absolutely no possibility of escape.
It's killing time.
So they're gonna try to take this tier 2 tower bottom. Already Monkey King has rotated to this area. He's gonna be the one pushing out these waves. Yate has some vision as well available to plop off in this region of space. Just getting 1 sentry out. Probably gonna put the ward over here. Oh, okay, just... Where's the ward going? Here or on the high ground, right? Or behind the tower over here. Yep, that's one. So, yep, they're gonna be setting up to take this tier 2 tower down. And while this is happening with Monkey King farming, they know that Brood is also getting closer and closer towards having her own BKB. And they know for a fact that once she has BKB, she's under no threat in this game. I mean, sure, you can still be scared of Void Box attacking you with Focus Fire. But at the same time, Void Box... Okay, they killed Luquinho. Where did these things happen? Mid lane. Right. I was gonna say Void Box opted to go for this Mjolnir, this Maelstrom into Mjolnir build, which ultimately, as much as it is the preferred build and I think the better build on Windranger, ultimately it does mean that once this BKB is available on the Broodmother, that she's not gonna take any damage in these fights. Even when she's being focus fired, most of this damage is magical anyway. Void Box will not be concerned. And they're also going to claim the tier 2 tower bottom. Look at this Monkey King build. Battle Fury is not going to be on the cards whatsoever. Instead goes for the Echo Saver into the Maelstrom. I feel like Maelstrom honestly is a broken item right now. This item is incredible. So even though it's not something you always see, I can't say I'm upset that he has this thing on the Monkey King. And they have a DD rune as well. Okay, now you definitely rush. You find a freestanding DD rune after you've claimed a tier 2 tower in the bot lane. Yep, time for Roshan. Luquinho will at least get the duode off. Fully aware of what was happening, given the angle they were able to go on him from. Now we see Monkey King just farming away, trying to get closer towards BKB for himself as well. Man, who's not getting BKB? I guess Clock must have had an item arriving for him right now. Clock is gonna get a full solo crest, already has it. So they have solo crest, they've got themselves a medallion. If this isn't a Roche attempt, I don't know what is. I mean, they could find a pick off first. Oh my god, they got him. Hookshot will connect directly onto the Wind Ranger. She is dead for sure. Spirit Vessel will be out on top of her. She tried to turn around with Focus Fire, perhaps hoping that it might make some liquor difference, but it does not. Now Roche is gonna fall in very short order. We've got a Maelstrom available on the Monkey King. Hector with a ton of spiders around him. They've got Medallion as well as the Solar Crest. With the Blightstone as well. Minus 12 armor on Roche. There it is. First Roche does go. On top lane, Yellow Panda. Does he have a TP away? Snow is there. Snow doesn't have a hookshot, unfortunately. Oh my god, Chen with the Dark Troll summon a Troll Nat. Nets, the ensnare, not Nats. They're gonna get him. Yellow Panda's dead now. Oh my goodness. Okay, no matter what happens for the rest of this game, and I literally mean no matter what happens, up to and including even if they have a Mega Creeps comeback, my MVP is still gonna be Cry. This guy has done every possible thing for his team. He's enabled them across the map. He ensured that they won this top lane. He's kept heroes alive. He's ensured that the first Doom of the game was 100% useless. He's done so much. And now they are they gonna go high ground? I don't see why not. What are they afraid of? Who's got the Aegis? It's Hector that's carrying it right now. They might kill Hector mid though. Will the Shackle Shot connect onto him? They didn't try to use it. Void Box. Gondo, Bliss. Okay, Hookshot coming in mid lane. They're gonna go for this Luquinho character. This Jakiro is gonna die. Hector with the Spawn Spiderlings attack on him gets the easy grab. Cry penitence from the high ground. Hector almost dies in fact. And there will be a cold embrace onto the poor spider to make sure that she stays alive. First while top lane, Monkey King is attacking, looking for the Wukong's command, gets silenced up right now, but the intense snare will be there once again from the Night Stalker with the Spirit Vessel. They might actually be able to find this kill. 16 HP, yep, they get him. They've gotten the kill onto the Night Stalker. Hector now causes the ultimate, pops the BKB as well, runs directly onto Crash. Void Box trying to run herself away with this wind run, but noticing that there is an MKB now on Hector. Hector hits so damn hard. It's gonna be a double kill for the Broodmother. Penitence thrown out onto Luquinho. She has to back away, or he has to back away on the Jakiro. Doombringer buys back. Shackle Shot doesn't connect. Cry in some kind of trouble. There will be a Macro Pyre laid out, and Hector does still have the Aegis. BKBs have been expended now, but here comes a full fresh 10-second BKB for our Monkey King to make use of. Hookshot now flies out. They want to try and bring down this Void Box. Void Box is going to get caught with the Primal Spring damage. They are going to find the kill. Snow with the damage from the Battery Assault. They find him. They bring down the Night Stalker as well. Luquinho in trouble, falling very low. It's actually a dieback from the Night Stalker. And now damage coming onto this tier 3 tower. Wukong's command does get committed out by 061 just to ensure that they get the top lane. First one in the mid lane, Hector still with this Aegis, still attacking this tier 3 tower. They should be able to at least find one full lane of racks, but they're gonna definitely find 2 tier 3 towers. Top racks under assault, under threat. Crash still does have the ultimate ready to use if need be, but now forced himself out of the cogs. Self-Astro, but this actually might put the OD in a very unpromising position. Bounder Strike does catch out the OD, and then one more swipe from the mandibles of Hector does remove the life of the OD, forced to buy back immediately. Crash coming back into this game, wants to defend this. They've taken the top lane of Rax, the Macro Pyre dropped down as well. Snow taking some damage and gets altered down by Crash, so they do at least find one kill. Hector now, BKB has come back off cooldown, is trying to get the damage out onto the Panda. Yellow Panda in trouble, Spread Vessel directly onto him. should lose his life there. Winter Waven does end up dying, and they don't lose the Chen. Chen stays alive. Instead, it's going to be the Monkey King who finds a double kill by bringing down Void Box with the Boundless Strike and Crash. Has to watch himself. You actually don't want to be out here right now. Hector considering whether or not it might be worth it to go back in for this Rax. Crash right now. 3 hits of the Jingu onto him. Had to really be careful about this. They're looking at least for these range creeps. Or the range Rax. Still 40 seconds up until the Wind Ranger's back in the fray. Hook shot coming in from Snow. Crash does a 4-star, getting himself back out of trouble. Now we do see the silence. Hunter in the Night used up onto the Night Stalker. But they're not leaving as of yet. Hector still has the Aegis. They really want to bring down this melee Rax, and why should they not? Monkey King has already gone home though. But it looks like they should at least be able to claim the melee Rax. They might lose some lives from this though. Crash does go into astral form just to keep himself alive. Hector will not stick around to secure that kill. Understands that the important thing is that they get this, the second lane of Rax, and they have succeeded in doing so. They do bring down this Night Stalker, and Hector was turning onto Yellow Panda, but Yellow Panda just TPs all the way back home. And they're gonna try to get this kill. Oh, Shackle Shot does actually connect onto Hector. Hector now gets caught out with the Ice Path as well. They do use a Shadow Amulet on top of him just to make sure that this Brute doesn't die. Brute does not die. The Doom is going out directly onto 061. The Monkey King gets saved, in fact, by the Winter Waven, who throws out an amazing ultimate directly onto Yellow Panda, causing Crash to be in a very uncomfortable position. Now forced to self-astral just to stay alive. Crash does not have BKB, doesn't have 4-star either. Cold Embrace will not save the Winter Waven because it gets the damage out from the Astral Orb, but it's not going to be enough to save the life of Void Box either. Void Box is going to get a triple kill over onto the Brood Mother. Brood looking for the Ultra right now. The flyover being used by the Night Stalker, but the webs do not care about your flying path vision. Ultra kill for Hector. Is a rampage on the cards? Is a rampage even possible? But no, they're already back at base. A rampage will not be emerging. Hector does end up picking up the Desolator while she's in the enemy base.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
And Hector turning his attention down
Radiant's bottom
towards
tower is under attack.
shot flying forward from Snow. They're gonna catch on to Luquinho. Wow, gets 2-shot by Hector. Jesus Christ. That was so much damage. Now Yellow Panda turning the damage towards Snow. There will be a chain or heal used by Cry. The send back as well will be available. Snow stays perfectly alive. The tier 3 tower has been eliminated, which means that there is perennial danger of this Rax being taken down as well. Hector needs to stay in the trees. They're gonna try to chase down Cry. But here's the invis being used by 061. They're going to turn around for the Night Stalker. Night Stalker in trouble. Boundless Strike will be able to get the kill of Void Box right now. They're going to try to get the damage out onto Cry. Cry does not survive this because Hector comes on the backside of the fight directly onto Crash as well as onto Void Box on the Wind Ranger. Cry, nothing to fear. Nothing is going to go wrong. At the end of the day, Swiss quality gaming. GG, well played. 12 to 40, 25k net worth lead, experience, and 20k as well. Not a single misstep from them. The map still looked perfect at the end of this game. And it just seems like Raven G Club unable to withstand the pressure from Swiss Quality Gaming. And they just take the game super early on. I think I'll probably end, like, if you just look at this graph, right? They just came to this point to after the laning phase, they were like, oh wait, we're just still super ahead. You guys have done nothing to us. So we're just gonna run over you. Effectively every hero that mattered on the side of SQG was up in terms of net worth over the Raven G Club heroes. This net worth graph is not gonna be pretty at the end. Oof. Oof. Damn. Damn. So ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner for game number 1. Swiss Quality Gamers do look like they are prepared to extend their lead and to go deeper into this pool. At the moment, looks like Raven G Club have all their work yet ahead of them to try and claw a victory out of it. Force a draw. It can't have a third game in a best of 2 situation. But at the very least, make this series competitive, because as it stands right now, SQG just looking head and shoulders up on a Raven G Club. But we'll see, ladies and gentlemen, in game number 2, whether or not there'll be anything different to see. But join me there in just a moment. Go get some water, go have a bathroom break. Game 2 coming right up here in the JDL Europe Season 13. I'm Snare. Don't go anywhere. See you in a moment. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to game number 2 here in the JDL Season 13 in the European Division. I'm Snare bringing you game number 2 of Swiss Quality Gaming versus Raven G Club. Game 1 was, find a thesaurus, a gaming thesaurus in particular, and find whatever synonym you have for the word stomp, and that's what you had in the first game. So now we are in game 2 of this best of 2 series, and let us hope that Raven G Club can bring us back to parity. You know, just make the game a little bit more competitive. Even if they lose, as long as they lose with style and grace, it'll be okay. So now Swiss Quality Gamers, they have first pick this go around, and they are playing on Radiant side. They have chosen to ban out the Wind Ranger and the Night Stalker. Raven G Club, none of the heroes we saw played against them in game 1 have they chosen to ban. They ban Wisp, Axe. Surprisingly, SQG are the ones that have banned heroes that got played against them. So they're trying to move Raven G Club a little bit out of their comfort zone. I imagine Raven G Club might just go for a first pick hero +1.
Radiant team pick.
And they banned Doom, a hero that they themselves used. So we only had 3 heroes from the first game that Raven G Club played that get banned out. SQG will go for the Leshrac. Raven G Club will respond back with the Beastmaster Warlock. Alright, so one thing I actually like the change from both teams, in the sense that Swiss Quality Gaming, I mean, when you have first pick, it is more important to play with a little bit more flexibility in mind when you're drafting heroes. But in this particular instance, what they've done very well is, instead of the previous game, it was pretty clear what they wanted to do from the onset. Here with this Leshrac, very flexible hero, can do a variety of roles. Erstwhile Raven G Club, this time they go in for the pretty standard type of situation, having Beastmaster as well as Warlock. Very powerful lanes. We've got a much better team fight than they had in game number 1. And these are 2 heroes that can make it difficult for SQG to try and push up the high ground. So definitely I like this a lot more. And they have damage. Game 1 they just didn't have any damage whatsoever from the side of SQG. From Raven G Club, excuse me. But now, between these 2 heroes, fatal bonds, just fatal bonds, all I need to say. And SQG, they go for the Sand King. Do I like Sand King? Yeah, Sand King's a good hero this game. I feel like I have no issues with this hero being picked up as it is right now. Gives them more team fight, gives them more stuns. So yeah, no, I have no complaints about this hero. As well, it's another versatile hero because you could still have Leshrac being the position 5 hero. You could have Sand King.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Sand King could be your offlane hero, can be your position 4. Leshrac can be position 3, 5, 2, and 4 to an extent.
Dire team back.
So SQG are much more versatile. They ban Clock as well as OD. Raven G Club remove Witch Doctor. They should, what do they want in the offlane? So SQG could probably get away with like an OD. Not OD. And when I say OD, I mean Underlord. I don't know why I mean Underlord, but I mean Underlord. So yeah, they should probably get rid of the Abyssal Underlord.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't think you really want to play against that if you have a Beastmaster kind of team. They banned the Bane, so removing other sources of BKB disable, telling me they probably want to pick like a Gyrocopter or a Luna. Heroes that have strong team fight ultimates, as well as spread damage throughout the fight to combo up with both the Warlock Fatal Bonds as well as the Inner Beast aura from the Beastmaster. Tusk is going to be the pickup right now. Good setup initiation for them. A hero that can actually get kills in the laning phase, because as it stood right now, they were very much absorbing pressure on the side of Raven G Club. Now they can exert some pressure with this Tusk in the laning phase. At the same time, Raven G Club, with this Oracle hero, it must create some worries about whether or not they'll go for like Death Prophet or some Huskar type of hero.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
This is not what I was expecting. This isn't what I was expecting. I mean, I know I did say that you want some spread damage in the fight that combos up. I mean, it's sort of different in terms of what the hero actually does, but it still does very well within a beast aura. The faster Spectre hits you, yeah, you don't want that happening to you. Nor do you want to be under the effect of the Warlock Fatal Bonds if you're in a fight with Spectre. This is a game where they can actually just destroy SQG in these team fights. So this Spectre is very risky, but it can still pan out. Oof, that's rough. That's oof, man. Okay, guys. So let me tell you a secret. I'm not that good of a Dota player, right? Because you know I'm a caster, not a player. But when I do play, especially lately, I've been playing a lot more carry than I used to. I spent a lot of time playing support, but you know, carry's always been where my heart truly lies and the kind of Dota I enjoy playing the most personally. That being said, one of my favorite all-time heroes in the carry position and one of my most successful heroes in the carry position has always been the Spectre. And I gotta tell you, I'm never actually happy to be playing Spectre versus the PL. I mean, it's not terrible, it's okay, it's sort of a wash, but the issue is when PL gets ahead of you, you just almost automatically lose the game. It's super annoying. This hero just gets on top of you, you can't do anything. You can still beat it, and I think they have that kind of lineup on the side of Raven G Club to give Spectre the opportunity to get big enough where PL is actually not a threat to her. If Spectre gets ahead in the first 20 minutes of the game, 25 in particular, getting early rads and especially very good early timings into having maxed out dispersion, then PL actually does nothing to you. But if it's the other way around and PL gets a head start, it's actually impossible to catch up as Spectre. So let's see what happens here. SQG will also end things off with this Visage. Visage. The thing about Visage in this kind of game, I think, or for me, how it feels like with this Visage being available, is that you also have a lot more damage to throw out onto heroes like Warlock and Zeus, even if your Visage hero is being chain stunned. There's not that much stun, even either way from Raven G Club. But this is also a hero that can combo up extremely well with Oracle. If he gets false promised in the fight, you stay alive for so long, which means that you guys can constantly spam out your soul assumption after soul assumption after soul assumption. It gets a lot. It gets pretty annoying to deal with. So I just have to make one quick change. There we go.
Prepare for battle.
So I think right now I am very concerned for the Raven G Club. I like the Zeus last pick though. This hero is pretty good against PL for quite some time. Decent up against the Visage as well. Because the magic damage you do to Visage is not just, the Visage can't just fully block it off by having Gravekeeper's Cloak, because you take some HP damage from Static Field, which is very nice. And Visage, one of the heroes with the better strength gains on the inside, gets really tanky in the early game. So having a Static Field can be very beneficial to deal with that hero. Bottom lane though, there's already a fight breaking out. We do see Yate throughout the Fortune's End just to try and keep back some of these heroes. The Wild Axes will fly out, but they will not be able to find him. Hector now running away as well on this PL. You know, as much as I like the Swiss Quality Gamers draft more, and I think they are a better team, but I do think that this is the kind of draft that Raven G Club have a better opportunity of making do with, because you're not playing up against a Broodmother which just completely takes over the game. You're playing up against heroes that there's a reasonable shot that there's a period in the game where you can still fight against them. A strong lead in the early game doesn't automatically guarantee disaster. And nicely done from Raven G Club. Shout out to them. They get 2 bounty runes again, even though they took a substantial amount of damage, wasted a lot of their regen. But hashtag worth, end of the day. They get to stay alive and keep this lane pressure going. So Raven G Club now, die side, we do see Yellow Panda will be handling the Beastmaster. Right behind him, Roam, Duel, or wait, WK Jungle. Red King Jungle, imagine. Playing the Tusker. Going to be supporting his friend down in the bottom lane. Towards mid, Voidbox is going to be handling up the Zeus. This is a mid lane he is almost guaranteed to lose up against Visage. Even though Visage shouldn't be able to kill him up until, well, before level 6. I think that's going to be an okay matchup for Voidbox. Should be okay. Get some farm out of this. It'll be fine. Luquinho is going to be the one playing the Warlock. Just beefing up his Spectre as much as humanly possible. And the eponymous Spectre will be handled up by Crash. Good game to be playing Spectre. Or at least good, decent lane. There's much worse lanes you can play. It's gonna suck for a while because, oh, there's no level 1 caustic. Okay, you should be trying to get some CS, but can't really. It's kind of annoying because you also have to deal with the fact that there is a split earth, there's possibility of lightning. They might get first blood, but no, Luquinho has heals. And Crash actually missed that dagger entirely. I don't know what he was doing there. Maybe just wanted to run through the trees to get to the side shop to buy himself a magic stick. So whilst Cry is now Cry got level 2 and Crash is still level 1. Alright, never mind. This lane is going to be terrible. He's probably going to die at least twice here top. Crash. If he gets Barrel Strike, he's definitely dead here. Oh, Barrel Strike or Split Earth. Either way, whatever the order is, he's definitely dead. So first blood is going to go the way of SQG in top. Oh wait, no it won't. They choose not to commit on Cry because he's taking too much damage from the tier 1 tower. So Luquinho will be here with the heal onto Crash as well as the salve committed. So a lot of regen being used up. But for a good cause ultimately at the end of the day. And Leshrac does have to go back to base. So in the interim, while Cry is retreating, this gives a great opportunity for Crash to be able to farm out on top. Although Snow does have access to the Caustic Finale, so that's going to be annoying. Should be almost wholly countered out by Luquinho's usage of the Shadow Word. So things shouldn't be too terrible here in the top lane for Raven G Club. Out at mid, it does look like Voidbox is doing well. It's just a wash this lane. Again, up until level 6s are available, neither of these two heroes has any hope of killing the other. So it's just going to be a wash. It's probably going to be the most boring lane on the map. Just farm being traded out. We'll see if anything interesting happens, though I doubt it. The lane that they're most happy about on the side of Raven G Club is this bottom lane, where Yellow Panda has been able to out CS Hector thus far. Fortune's End does catch both of them, but whatever. Only level 1. Yellow Panda's collecting some really good experience, some really good farm, making sure to take advantage of this block. And in the interim, PL not really getting that much out of it because PL is now being forced to farm underneath the tier 1 tower. Should be able to still get some CS. You know, it's not going to be nothing, but not as much as you would ideally hope to get in these circumstances. But the creeper is very close to the tier 1 tower, so this is actually fine for the PL. Probably going to eat some wild axes right now, which will force him back. Very slow game, and I think much better start for Raven G Club in general. Oh, we do have some ice shots catching onto Hector. Hector does have doppelganger if he wants to make use of it. But now they're just going to get the first blood. Wow. Purifying Flame doing way too much damage from the outside. They're going to look for the second blood. Duel over WK Jungle. You see the Tusker juking and jiving through the trees. Purifying Flames. The heal will kick in and wasn't able to combo up with the Spirit Lance damage. So it was good timing on the first kill because they timed the Spirit Lance to land just as the Purifying Flames landed as well, which enables them to get the first kill. So really good start right now for SQG, and that saves Hector because Hector was having a little bit of a rough time. But after that kill and the ensuing time that he's had to farm completely alone at bottom, he is going to be ahead of this Beastmaster, I imagine, net worth wise. Yep, that is the case. And everything's all good. Top lane, Crash might end up dying here. They need to use the dagger. Crash is dead. Even with this fatal bonds onto two heroes and they got the Shadow Word out onto Snow, they're going to find a double kill. In fact, Cry is going to try to pick it up. Nope, I'm going to leave it for Snow, recognizing that it's more important that the Sand King has this. Sand King itself does get cancelled out by the usage of the Ice Shards from Tusker. But Tusk also recognizes that not nearly enough damage to actually get the kill, even if he decided to roll forward onto Tusk, onto the Sand King. Does roll forward now, a bit of an odd decision, but I was hoping that Crash was going to be able to combo in with that Spectral Dagger. Unfortunately, that is not the case. And Spectre has been shut down completely. Once they got any point into this caustic finale. With the second point into the lightning storm, it's just seemingly impossible to be a top for Crash. He's 13-2 now. His counterpart in the other lane is 27-3. Yellow Panda does at least pick up a soul ring. And also what's complicated is that like the laning phase is not that great for Spectre up against PL. So, and especially if he's behind already. So she cannot right now, as Spectre, rotate towards bottom and expect to be able to farm there. Just has to tough it out at top. Rely on Luquinho using these shadow words to keep her topped up. But, you know, Spectre doesn't want to have to rely on some warlock.
Tower is under attack.
She's a strong, independent Mercurial. Wants to be able to do shit herself.
Not for you.
But just being dove underneath the T1 tower. Now we're going to see Snow keep skipping. Zeus ultimate does end up used up. We're going to try to go for this kill at bottom. Hector does doppelganger into the trees. Purifying Flames was used as well. And will there be a possibility of turnaround? Oh, they're going to snowball onto Hector. Doesn't have doppelganger for a fair amount of time right now. Will turn around with the damage, but probably going to end up going down here, and that is going to be the case. Fortune's End does keep both of these heroes in position for a young second. The Split Earth will be there to connect onto the Tusker. Cry does find that kill, but they do give up the life of Hector in the process. Yeah, man, if you're even, you're happy with this. You're saying, listen, bro. Listen, Tusk. Listen, fam. You died. But as many times as you need to die to secure a better start for these heroes, you do what you need to do. Yellow Panda not in the worst situation anymore. Oh wait, we actually do see that these two heroes, Cry as well as Yate, are going to spot out Voidbox. Voidbox might actually die here. This is a very odd position to be in as the Zeus hero. Do they try to turn it around onto Hector? Hector coming closer, does a Spirit Lance. And this is dangerous now. Oh, it's dangerous for Hector as well. There will be a usage of a snowball directly out onto this Oracle, but Oracle is wholly impervious to magic damage as it stands right now. And this is time that Voidbox is spending here at bottom. He needs to be able to find at least one kill onto Hector. They found a kill at least onto Cry. One is down. Do they get more out of this? They're button 2. Do they get 3? The Shrine does get used out. And it's going to be a double kill for the Tusker. But this is time that whilst Voidbox was meandering here at bottom, helping get these kills in the mid lane, Visage has been pushing down his tier 1 tower, and it should fall, in fact. Best case scenario, this ends up in deny range, but worst case scenario, which is also the real scenario, is that it dies. Feels bad, man. I honestly not worth for Zeus to get those kills. Losing a tier 1 tower this early on is a really hard look. And if they had a smoke right now, I'd say they could make use of it to perhaps make their way towards middle. But instead it's going to be the guy who took middle, Visage. 061 is going to just rotate to the top lane. They're going to want to try and find Spectre. Snow does have Epicenter. Crash also has level 6 and has the Haunt at the ready. They might try to make use of it. I could see actually Crash backing off into the trees right now and then trying to Haunt for a kill at bottom or something. They lose Tusker though, so okay, that's not going to happen. You kind of need the Tusker if you're going to get a kill right now. And this Observer Ward does at least spot out the fact that Visage is here. And they see these creeps as well. So they're like, alright, this is probably going to be an attempt on my life. Crash has to watch herself. I'm kind of surprised she used the dagger there. If she hadn't made use of it, they could actually kill Hector bottom. But she's just going to wait for the mana to come back. Oh, Burrow Strike with the Epicenter getting used out onto Crash. There's going to be a Haunt being used out. Crash just uses it to dodge some of the damage from Epicenter. Doesn't want to be too close to the Visage though. Luquinho does end up getting brought down at the very beginning of this. Bird drop not even required. Just raw right clicks coming in from the Visage as well as Soul Assumption. And Haunt wasted. First one of the game achieves absolutely nothing.
Dire's top tower
And they just lose the tier 1 tower as well. So Raven G Club not bleeding kills as badly as they were in game number 1, but nevertheless still starting to fall steadily behind, especially the Spectre. Spectre's bottom net worth of all the cores, 2,800 net worth as it stands. Pretty annoying. She is at least going to find herself. What's on the courier? Oh, they're starting to go into a ring of Aquila. Snow eats a dagger, but no, Crash has to back. Crash knows that. Oh no, Ensnare. What a usage of that Ensnare coming in from this Visage. Helm of the Dominator for the win, guys. dominates this troll creep, ensnares the Zeus, right clicks him down, soul assumption dead. And now Luquinho's probably dead too, but oh, Crash is going to be the big ticket kill. Do they have a way to get him though? They're looking for the split earth. Oh, they catch him. They got him. If they only committed for more, they're gonna keep going for this. They should actually find this kill. Where is the Sand King? Why didn't Sand King stick around? Snow. Oh my god. If Crash survives, it's gonna 100% Snow's fault. Yeah, it's 100% Snow's fault. And Crash is gonna survive. Snow, mate, mate. Sand King lost focus over there, and they were unable to find the kill onto the Spectre. At the same time, though, they do end up losing the Tusker towards the bottom side of the map. Both Oracle as well as the Phantom Lancer being involved in that one.
Top tower is under attack.
Now top, Yellow Panda making his presence known. They want to try and find a kill onto 061. Will they be able to get him? They have no way to cancel the TP. A little bit late on the ultimate from Voidbox. And now, Jesus Christ. Look at this Visage, guys. Visage right now has Helm of the Dominator as well as the Hood of Defiance. Hero's actually unkillable. I don't think this hero is gonna die for the next 10 minutes, honestly. Until they have like a Spectral with a Radiance or something, or at least a Yasha. Or if they commit 2 or 3 ultimates on the Visage, maybe she dies, but as it stands right now, this hero is effectively immortal. She's probably gonna dominate the Sea Dragon. Yep, there we go. And they get the tier 1 tower at bottom. 5k gold lead now, heading the way of Swiss Quality Gamers. And SQG really struggling right now. Backs against the wall. You know what I want to see Raven G Club do? Well, they're gonna try a delay, but in particular, when their ultimates are back online, I want to see them actually use their ultimates together to try find kills. Because as it stood so far, a lot of these heroes have been using these ultimates either intermittently or as an attempt to save their own lives. Which is not the ideal situation, right? You actually want to be using these abilities to get kills. Speaking of kills, at bottom, Yellow Panda is definitely dead. Unless he TP's out right now, which he will do. Smart kid. Tusker is gonna die though. Corralled by 4 heroes. Should probably have started TPing a bit sooner, but what can you do? Crash does have ultimate, does have a Keeler, so can start farming towards this Sacred Relic as well as the Radiance, but it's going to be quite some time. Earliest estimate I think of this Radiance is going to be some 25 minutes. I think it's going to be very difficult for him to get this item. Luquinho's going to die as well. Shadow Ward will not keep you alive. This game might just be over at 25 minutes. They're going to push down this tier 2 tower at bottom. Visage is here with familiars as well as a dominated siege creep. They at least want to clean up one of the familiars with these wild axes from the Yellow Panda Beastmaster. Now Tusker gonna get caught out with the Split Earth as well as Power Strike. Epicenter will be there and Snow will find the kill onto the Tusker. Tier 1 tower has fallen, tier 2 tower under threat. And here comes this creep wave. This isn't the worst absolute thing for Raven G Club because the time they're spending here is 4 heroes in one area of the map. And more importantly, it means that they're not farming elsewhere. So it does give a little bit of space over towards Crash to try and get some CS in the top lane. There we go. Tier 2 tower should fall. 061 on the Visage. Now has a Pipe of Insights. Alright, so there's very little damage left on the side of Raven G Club. Luquinho's almost dead, but gonna survive actually. 2-man Ice Showers will come out. Very well done. Oh, no time to get off the ultimate from the Warlock because Warlock ends up going down. Snow, false promise onto himself. The Soul Assumption will be there onto the Tusker as well from the Visage. The Bar Strike from Snow catching out Yellow Panda. The Hoof Stomp will be there from the Visage's Centaur. This Helm of the Dominator putting in so much work. 3 heroes have died around the Dire Shrine, in fact. Not sure if it'll give them license to go high ground, but they could poke at it right now, and they're gonna do just that. Throw in 3 familiars on the high ground. False Promise is down, so they have to be a little bit wary about how they choose to approach this fight. But now that they have this Pipe of Insight flying through towards the Visage, there's just so little damage coming out from Raven G Club. Zeus's damage is all magical. The Beastmaster can't really add pressure. with physical damage as it stands right now. Has this medallion, but nobody else on his team actually does physical damage. Spectre is nowhere near a point where she can be any kind of threat damage-wise. And now we're going to see Spectral Haunt does get used. They're going to go for Yate. Yate doesn't have access to False Promise. And, okay, that's a massive kill to give towards the Spectre. Jumps up 300 gold almost. Suddenly, halfway towards having this relic. That being said, full way towards having Pipe of Insight for the Visage. And they're gonna, oh no, they're gonna kill the Spectre. There will be a counter initiation coming in with the Warlock Chaos Golem. But it'll be nothing more than that. Counter initiation to secure the escape for the Spectre. Top lane though, they're gonna try and maybe get this kill onto the Tusker. Hector gonna turn his attention towards bringing down Voidbox. Voidbox, will he be able to actually stand up against this PL? Does not seem like it. Hector will secure himself a double kill. Does end up going down immediately afterwards towards Yellow Panda with the wild axes. But still, that means that substantially, at the end of the day, we do still have Zeus going down and Hector being the one to collect all the experience from that interaction from the Zeus. Pipe of Insight now blown by the Visage, which means that this tier 2 tower is going to fall 100%. The promise of this Visage has been legit. Snow goes forward, epicenter combo. They want to try bring down Yellow Panda. There isn't going to be a snowball coming in from the Tusker, which will secure the escape for Yellow Panda. Alright, that was magnificently done by this Tusk. It's like, have you guys seen that movie, that Infinity Wars movie? Where at some point, they're like, magnificent, magnificent, magnificent. Basically what happened there. Crash now is going to put pressure towards the tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. In an ideal world, this tower goes down, but at the same time Roche is going to go down as well. There's a DD rune right outside the pit. They don't actually need it, strictly speaking, so they're going to do the smart thing, take the Roche without it, and then use the DD to push onto the high ground. Unless Yate decides to troll and takes it away anyway. And there's a Roche. 10k gold lead right now. Hector does not grab the Aegis. He's got Diffusal Blade. This is an issue. PL having Diffusal, Drums, and Akita before Spectre even has the Sacred Relic. Yeah. And he's still on track to having that 25-minute Radiance that I spoke about earlier. But it's such an uphill climb for him. This hero, she is not geared for these comeback type of scenarios. And she has a lot of coming back to do.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
On the bright side though, we do see that SQG, since they've taken away all the outer towers, now all they're left with is challenging for the high ground, and that's a little bit more difficult. And Crash, if he's helping to defend the high ground, doesn't actually have to be at the fight from the onset. Can just haunt in thereafter, you know, can still rely on this Warlock getting off a really good ultimate. Or they're gonna go directly onto the Tusk. Oh, no, not Tusk, the Zeus, excuse me. Voidbox is dead. Is there a buyback available for our Zeus hero? There is not. So this is definitely gonna be a laner Rax. Why was the Zeus standing so far forward? What is happening with Voidbox? I mean, you know they're gonna try to push your base, and now they found the stun out onto this Beastmaster. Is that a rod of ATOS from Cry? Yes, it is. They're gonna go into the Kinyo as well. Buyback from the Beastmaster, but they've lost everyone. This game is over. If I'm honest, they can get 2 lanes of Rax out of this. Well, 1, because the cooldowns are so short right now. I hope Spectre should not be anywhere close to this fight. Gonna sell the Stout Shield to at least have the Sacred Relic. Top lane, they're going to try to find this dieback kill, at least onto the Yellow Panda. Yellow Panda going to snowball forward with the Tusker. They're going to look towards Yamate. Oh, but Yate, now they get the silence out, or they get the damage out onto the Tusker. So Beastmaster dies twice. Cry is on the backside of the fight, but doesn't actually get brought down. Fate's Edict keeps him alive, and they will be able to remove the Aegis of the Immortal, but that will cost the life of the Spectre. Voidbox will be unable to do more in these circumstances. And you're okay with this if you're Swiss quality gaming. You've taken a Roche, you took the laner Rax, sure you give up the Aegis on Hector. Well, whatever. You bring down the Spectre as well. You get the Tusker, you force a dieback on the Beastmaster, you force a buyback on the Tusker, and you just got a regular kill onto the Kingdom's Warlock. 15,000 gold ahead they are. 7,500 experience.
Dire's top shrine has fallen.
They just lost their top shrine. Voidbox is in no condition to fight right now. Still trying to find this Aghanim Scepter so he can throw out some Nimbus Clouds. And perhaps that can be useful for his team. But I don't think there's any one item you can buy that actually helps you out in this game. Everyone's just way too far behind. Both Zeus as well as the Spectre are 4,000 gold behind the PL, 3,000 behind the Visage, and effectively the same net worth as the Sand King. Spectre is actually almost 1,000 gold behind the Spectre or the Sand King. Radiance is wholly required by the Spectre, but the thing is, once you get the Radiance, it's not actually the Radiance itself usually that wins the game for you as Spectre. It's the Radiance plus 1 or 2 items. You get the Radiance, you go for Manta, then you get like Heart or something, then you're unkillable, then you're a massive issue in the fights. But if they just out damage you anyway, and they still have this Pipe of Insights to deploy against you, then you're like, whatever. If you're Swiss Quality Gaming, you're looking at the Spectre farming rads and you're like, sweet bro, we're just gonna go push another lane and there's very little you can do to stop us. Sand King, now they have double pipe, so when the first pipe expires, they can still pop off another one. Jesus. Double barrier. 800 magic block. That's more damage than Zeus does with a 4 ultimate, 2 arc lightnings, and a lightning bolt.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So that's a lot of damage negated from the Zeus. Static field will still be quite useful, but that's more or less about it. They might lose this here on tower in the top lane. Crash is doing a good job. They're just trying to split this map against them, but PL just picked up a Heart of Tarask. Hector's actually unkillable now. They don't have any burst damage to bring him down whilst once with his team, and there's gonna be a huge Fatal Bonds. Catches onto several heroes, but the Battle Strike going on to Snow. Huge ultimate used up by the Warlock as well. He's gonna try to take this fight. The Spectral Point gets used up too. Snow, false promise onto him, will keep him alive. Cry will eat a Spectral Dagger as well as a Snowball, but they haven't been able to get any kills just yet. Epi sets it from Snow, turns it back onto the Zeus. Zeus goes down immediately at the beginning of the fight. Tusk dies to Snow after false promise. Not dead just yet. Crash falling very low. Did end up picking up this Radiance. Got that just before the fight thanks to the gold given from that tier 1 tower in the top lane. And now they want to try and find this dieback onto the Zeus. They want to bring him down. The Battle Strike. Snow does catch him and also catches the Spectre as well. Crash will die. And there's no buyback available because the Spectre did just buy the Radiance. So a second lane of Rax will fall. 40 seconds no Spectre. 50 seconds no Zeus. And 0 seconds left in the game because Raven G Club, Paul GG, it's going to be Swiss Quality Gaming that will collect themselves another 2-0 win in this situation and proceed to head deeper into the bracket, or just at the top of their group, really. Well done by SQG. I think they did really well in this situation. It's fairly important if you're playing in these kind of long, drawn-out leagues. It's extremely important to play as consistently as humanly possible. Never get yourself caught out losing to teams you really shouldn't be losing to. And from what we saw in that situation, Swiss Quality Gaming just the better team, really, like across the board. Not really much else you can say about that. So ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being here. I'm not done just yet. There is going to be one more game tonight. European Love Story is going to be playing up against Guerilla Method in just a moment here on the same channel. But for now, we're just going to congratulate Swiss Quality Gaming for a pretty excellent win. Very excellent win, honestly. I was clean. Oops, wait. Ah, that'll do. It was a clean win. They did absolutely nothing wrong in that situation. They just ended up winning the game. And this Rod of Atos was excellent from Cry, and I still maintain that Cry for me is my overall MVP across the both games. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, it will just be me announcing that Swiss Quality Gaming have claimed the 2-0 win over Raven G Club. So next up, ladies and gentlemen, we will be having, like I said, European Love Story going up against Guerilla Method in a similar best of 2 scenario. As it stands, SQG, after that win, still at the top of their group. Guerilla Method, as well as the European Lovers Club, will be trying to, get themselves in a similar position. Both teams are second and third, respectively, but we'll talk about them as I return for that game. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. This is Join Dota League Season 13. And next up, we will be having Guerilla Method versus European Love Story. For now, take it easy, listen to some tunes, and we'll be back with some more Dota 2 action.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Team back.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to game number 1 in the series in a best of 2 showdown in the European region for Join Dota League Season 13. We have ourselves Guerilla Method taking on the European Love Story. What a interesting team name. Either way, it's gonna be a doozy. Both of these teams, it's their second games. Guerilla Method won their first game up against the Raven G Club, and Yules ended up drawing up against Swiss Quality Gamers, who are now at the top of the group. So no matter what, this is going to be an exciting showdown between these two teams. I'm Snare, thanks for joining me today. Before we even get into it, you can see that young button over there. You know, click there. Oh, obviously you can't click on your screen right now, but go to Twitter and, you know, follow the guy. Follow this channel, do all the liking and all those things. And now getting into the game itself, Guerilla Method lead things off by banning out the Night Stalker, Leshrac Doom, European Love Story ban, Ayo, Wind Ranger, as well as the Clockwork. And they have first pick, so they go for the Scareth Mage very early on. So how is Guerilla Method going to deal with this? Because right off the bat, you're going to be dealing with a ton of harass. Like just all the harass on the planet. This hero is, yeah, top tier harasser, top tier I'm going to make your life miserable. Guerilla Method go Bane. Is this Bane Luna, Bane Beastmaster? You know, I was actually thinking, do they just pick Bane immediately? But I was like, nah. Either way, no one's gonna believe that I had this in my mind. And then they pick it. Feels bad, man. As it stands right now, with this Bane, they at least have some BKB disabled already, some good strong lane pressure, and ways to save somebody if Scareth Mage does decide to dive into a lane where he does not belong. You can just run up, put out Nightmare, help things out. They have Sand King now as well. Guerilla Method actually have a lot of team fight. You have a hero that can lock down the BKB carry and some really strong initiation from the Sand King. And the Sand King is a flex pick. Anybody who will watch the stream knows how much I like these flexible heroes. They can do various things in the game. And Sand King is at the tippy top of that list. Well, not the tippy top, but pretty high up on the versatile list.
5 seconds remaining.
So European Love Story now will have to choose how to respond to this SK. Do they go for a flex pick of their own? Or do they just pick like Beastmaster? I think like Beastmaster, Centaur, one of these heroes can be really good here. Ideally, just want someone that won't die towards it. If they are going to be running, for example, an aggressive tri-lane with Bane Sand King, which actually has a lot of kill potential. Having a hero that won't die under those circumstances will be pretty nice. Or they can just choose to show up their harass. But they also need some catch. They need a lot of catch. Need like a Tusker in this game. I think probably like Tusker Disruptor, one of these heroes, is going to end up getting picked up. I would not like to see something like a Jakiro.
Dire team ban.
That is going to be this with the War Chief. Okay. Centaur Warrunner, as like I just said, now. Primarily, this hero just ensures that you're never put in a situation where you just die in the lane. So now, Guerilla Method, most likely you're going to adjust the Sand King and move him towards the offlane. Well, it depends. They don't have to, but there's almost no chance that Bane and Sand King are going to start in the same lane this game. There's just no way they kill Centaur in that situation. So why be in that? Why be like that? Why put yourself in an unwinnable and untenable scenario? European love story. They banned the Beastmaster themselves. Guerilla method will choose to remove the Morphling. So oh man, Morph and Skywrath Mage together are so obnoxious to deal with. You just you can't do anything in the lane. Morphling just outfarms you. By the time you can actually kill Skywrath Mage, Morphling is just too damn big. European love story ban Huskar. I mean, Huskar can be annoying to play against a Centaur, but perhaps they just realize that most of their draft is going to be magically damage focused. So take out the one hero that negates that with the click or the level up of a button. Guerilla method, what do they still need? They need an offlaner. Actually, now that I'm seeing the Centaur, I really don't want Sand King to be offlane. I prefer Sand King to be moving around the map. Primarily because Centaur is definitely going to be buying himself a Pipe of Insight this game up against these kind of heroes, or at least the Hood of Defiance. And if you put Sand King in the offlane, a lot of the farm and priority you give towards Sand King gets negated by the fact that Centaur buys Pipe. So Lina is a decent pick right now because they've got a lot of setup for this hero. LSA is pretty easy to land after both a Burrow Strike and a Nightmare. That being said, this by far this guarantees almost that Sand King has to be a support, because Centaur is gonna one-click by his Pipe of Insight this game. Not even gonna bother with the Vanguard, I don't think. Well, we don't know. We'll see what other heroes they get for their 1-2, for the 2-3 rather, on the side of Guerilla. 1-3, not 2-3. I mean, Lina could be a support as well, but no. Nowadays, this Lina hero is just a core hero. European love story, Teskar would be really good. Oh, they get Morana. This is interesting. So now they have two global abilities, the Moonlight Shadow as well as the Stampede. So they have a lot of skirmish potential once these ultimates are online. You can initiate with the one ability and then disengage with the other. Not very many ways to set up for this arrow though from the side of Morana. She's going to need to be very much on point. Clockwork is banned as well. So what is going to be the hero? Guerilla method are the ones that go for the gyro. So they probably look at the situation and say, look, we have the gyro counter with Bane, Lina. They've got a lot of burst damage for this hero. But at the same time, we can just pick this gyrocopter because European love story don't actually have many good heroes to deal with him right now. Unfortunately, it is still more magic damage, which means, man, this Pipe of Insight from Centaur is going to be amazing. I would love them to actually pick Rubik as their next support, so they have that Fade Bolt to decrease the damage of Gyrocopter and Lina in the fights, as well as having the Null Field to decrease their magical output. They go for the Zeus. So much magic damage this game. Guerilla method probably need to do the same and think about a hero that can buy a pipe. Thus far they have two BKB carriers in the Lina and the Gyrocopter, but it might not be enough. I'd like Underlord from them actually. Underlord can be decent.
10 seconds remaining.
The Zeus can present a problem though. Like, this is going to be a fairly difficult game to get Zeus killed properly before you just take a whole lot of damage. Getting to Zeus at the backline of the fight requires you to rush through a Centaur, go through a Skywrath Mage who's going to be slowing you and silencing you, dropping ultimates everywhere, as well as a Morana who will not be shy about calling down the stars from heaven itself to smack you in the face and dissuade you from attacking the Zeus. What banner we're going to have at the end of this right now? Faceless Void was removed by the Guerilla method lineup. European love story. They still... Is this safe lane Morana? Or is this support Morana? I'm not sure they know yet. They probably know, but they're still thinking about how they're going to go about finishing this draft. Because I don't know if this Morana is going to be a support, then they still need somebody who's going to hit creeps and get big. But I kind of like Morana as a core hero more than I like her as a support. Especially in this game, because whenever you have safe lane or support Morana, you rely a lot on the arrow to be useful in the game. This game, there's absolutely no setup for the arrow thus far. So ideally, rather just go for the right click route. You gain a lot of levels on this hero. Starstorm is a fantastic ability. Maelstrom is an incredible item right now, and it synergizes very well with Morana. So just get that, and then pick a support hero. Get like Tusk right now. I don't think you can get away with Earth Spirit or anything. Oh, Earth Spirit's got garbage here right now anyway, so probably never get away with that.
Radiant team pick.
Oh, we go Naga. Okay, this Naga actually can work as well. The Ensnare can set up quite well for the Skarath Mage's ultimate. Ensnare also sets up very well for the Marana Arrow. Yet another method of disengagement or re-engaging with the Marana ultimate, Centaur ultimate, as well as the Naga Siren, Song of the Siren. Riptide can help out in lane with Marana to be able to bring down some heroes low on HP.
5 seconds.
Yeah, I like this. And this is a hero that, if he rotates mid, can help Zeus get some easy kills.
Choose your hero.
Ah, this last pick Phoenix for the off lane. Okay. Phoenix, Phoenix, Phoenix. I don't know how I feel about the Phoenix last pick. Because I don't really like Phoenix versus Zeus. Sometimes you end up just dying before you can even think about using your ultimate. And they've got a lot of stuns and an entire silence. Yeah, I think that's going to be a bit of a rough game for Phoenix. But we'll see. It might not at all be the case. Yeah, we'll see. I can't in advance tell you how I think this is all going to pan out. But I do think that Guerilla method, though they have some pretty decent team fight. Well, the team fight is okay. You know, Epicenter, cooldown, Phoenix ult. It's pretty good. But I am concerned that they just get caught out too soon in the middle of the fights. They get bursted down by heroes like Zeus and Centaur. Because they have a ton of magical damage. And Phoenix can buy a pipe though. For me, that's the most important thing. Ideally, any hero that they would have gotten at the end of this needed to be able to buy a pipe of insight.
Prepare for battle.
So in this instance, definitely does help. And I think that they can make this work. Perhaps, let's see. Also, I've been losing a lot to Phoenixes lately, so I'm not very happy with this hero. I kind of hope it loses, but I don't want Guerilla method to be jinxed by my misfortune. So let's just let them play the game and see how it all pans out. So we're gonna have Infernal. He's going to be playing the Bane Elemental for the Guerilla method lineup on the Radiant side. Right behind him is going to be Strelok. We'll be playing the offlane Phoenix for his team. We're going to have Totso on the Sand King running around right now. Where is he going to plant out this Observer Ward? I wonder. Lay it down. So Zeus might not know that this is there. Jalom definitely doesn't know that there is somebody on the high ground. But he's going to check. Is he going to check? What a player.
30 seconds to battle.
So he checks with the lightning bolt and they will not be able to get that ward down or keep it down. Totso does have Burrow Strike, but he got arrowed. It takes a lot of damage. Jalom comes in, lightning, throws it out. Totso now will Burrow Strike forward, but unfortunately not far enough away to actually avoid damage from lightning. One more right click would have been enough to get the kill. Yo, Jalom lost his nerve, ended up backing away, and they don't get the first blood, unfortunately. Arrow does fly forward. Wasn't comboed up with the Ensnare. Maui now does throw out the Ensnare, forces them to use a Fairy Fire, and he steals the bounty rune from them. Bottom lane, 657 is going to get the other bounty, and 163 will be able to find this one. That's 4 bounties that they got at the beginning of this game. Oof, that's rough. It's very rough. We saw Majesty wasn't anywhere near to be able to really throw out more damage. And at bottom, XCC, I think he's the captain of this team. He's played a lot of Gyrocopter. So the last 2 games I saw him, he played 1 game of Gyro, and the next game he got banned. So knows what he's doing with this hero. On the other side, European Love Squad. This team, they have found themselves in a situation with 4 bounty runes at the very beginning. 657 on the Centaur, looking decent with the gold. Has a ton of mangoes, so not going to die in this lane by any stretch of the imagination. Silver's right behind him on the Skarath Mage. Just going to be harassing XTC as much as possible with this Arcane Bolt. Super annoying spam, honestly. In the mid lane, we do have ourselves Yolum on the Zeus, who came close to securing a first blood, but unfortunately lost his nerve at the very end of the day and left the Sand King to live in the top lane around the bounty rune. Out of top completely, we have Maui playing on the Naga Siren for his team. Gonna look for the Riptide onto Strelok, but doesn't get close enough to put this damage out of the creeps. And last but not least, 163 gonna be the hard farmer. Now I said that I would prefer if this was the outcome. Thank God it is. Not just because
have no right.
Not just because this hero does very well in terms of the damage, but you know, also it makes me look good to be right. The spirits flying around 163, copying some damage from this, but I don't think in a kill situation as of yet. I really like this draft from European Love Club, if I'm honest. Like, I basically like everything they're doing here. I love the Centaur pick. And I think Gyrocopter's going to have a bit of a rough time down here at bottom. Well, it won't be rough. He's going to farm freely, but it won't be able to stop 657 from farming at all. Especially not with triple mangoes, you know. 1.5 extra regen for a hero that has decent regen already. But it looks like also this lane phase is going to be a bit of a wash. Although European Love Squad is winning out the CS battles across the board, Yolem is surprised. This is a bit of a surprise though. Well, not really. I saw this yesterday as well. Lina losing pretty badly to a Zeus. They do lose. Get a kill onto Silvos. It's going to be Infernal, who seemed like he just chased down that Scarlet Mage all the way till all the death. So Infernal secures the beginning of the game for his team. Does find a pretty good kill. But it doesn't really change anything about the CS disparity across the board. The only heroes on the side of European Love Squad who don't have good CS are the Zeus supports, I mean, obviously. But beyond that, Zeus is doing very well up against Lina mid. Mirana at top, more or less preventing the Phoenix from getting good farm. And definitely outfarming the Gyrocopter. And even Gyrocopter being outfarmed by the Centaur. The Scarlet Mage at bottom doing his job. The constant harass with this Arcane Bolt. I mean, it's not pretty, doesn't have to be nice, but if it wins the Dota game, what must we do? Spam still ongoing. You can sort of sense that XTC is frustrated as hell. He's also already used all of his magic 1 charges right now, so doesn't have any points into Rocket Barrage, and after throwing out this homing missile, has no mana left to work with really. Okay, the courier does at least deliver him a salve as well as a clarity, so he's going to use the clarity right now. He's staying in the trees to just make sure he gets some mana. Lock cancelled, sorry mate. Sauce bro, so he has 2 rocket barrages left. Well, 1 really. He's going to hate this. Hating life in this lane. Not getting severely out CS'd. He's going to be forced to use the salve soon, I think, if Scarlet Mage has anything to say about it. They're almost at the point where they can use these shrines. So traditionally what you would do right now, if you're Silvos, you go use all your mana, throwing it out on the Gyrocopter. Ideally, you can follow that up with a double edge stun from 657, who's sitting in the trees right now. They're going to find this kill onto Infernal, who gets hoof stomped, and there is going to be the double edge. Now you can go back, grab the bounties. Immediately afterwards, you put up a shrine. XCC, you don't want this fight, mates. You really don't want this fight. You actually want to back away right now. Looks like Guerilla Method will be able to get the 3 bounty runes in the second round though. They're going to pick up this one at bottom. XCC will grab it at top. You do see Totso was camped out right by the top bounty rune, and he will steal the Radiant one as well. So good timing for Guerilla Method. Sure, they lost the first 4, but now XCC might be in trouble. The hoof stomp is there from 657. He's going to find it, and they've got 2 points into this double edge, and they're going to make use of it. They need more slows for XTC. They find him. Oh no, he came a bit too close. If he gets slowed again by the Arcane Bot, but there's no mana available from Silvos. Silvos gets Barrow Struck down right now by Totso. Totso turning around onto him. There is going to be a Sandstone being used up. The salve comes out from XTC. He jukes, he jives, he avoids the hoof stomp. So now they actually have potential to bring down 657. There's going to be the Rocket Barrage as well as the Barrow Strike. Totso playing really intelligently down at bottom. Between him and XTC, they bait out the movement and the spells from the European Love Squad. They get the kill. I don't think XTC will go back for the shrine from this, but this will get him closer and closer towards having phase boots, which is always a good look. And they also spot out the fact that Naga Siren was thinking about moving towards Majesty in the mid lane. But Maui was just securing the bounty rune. Or the Invis rune for Yolem. Is it Yolem or Jolem? I don't know. Ach. Do it again. Come on, Yolem. Yolem, come on. Bro. Ach. That's the best taunts in the game. One more time. Come on, bro. Do it for me. Oh no, they're going to use the ultimate because they're trying to bring down Strelok at top. Maui was looking for him in the trees. Strelok, unfortunately, has already juked himself out of trouble. Gonna shrine up. Should be able to go back to lane pretty soon. But this is kind of problematic. He is being tripled up on the Phoenix. This hero is not a comeback hero, really. I mean, he has some decent experience, but the fact that she's being tripled up by this Mirana in terms of CS is a little bit problematic. I mean, look at 163. 163 is having the time of her life. Already level 6 right now on this Mirana. A far cry away from how this Gyro is doing at bottom, who's going to be fighting up against these heroes. They might bring down Silvos. Silvos will die, but he is going to give up his life in exchange for bringing down XTC. And Totso tries to TP away. The lightning will actually get the vision out. Strelok has made his way now towards the bottom lane. Double Edge not going to get used out just yet. Maui is here as well. The lightning will bring down the Sand King, and now the Stampede being used to get closer and closer towards Strelok. Strelok does not have level 6, and they're going to find the kill. 657 brings him down. Infernal now in trouble as well. Get Ancient sealed up with more damage coming in from Maui. The touch from the Naga, and they get the kill, bringing him down. That's 3 heroes, 4 in fact, if you count the Gyrocopter dead in the bottom lane. And all it really cost the Yule side is, well, they rotated 4 heroes for this. Now they might potentially try and take away this Ancient stack. Or this just regular creep stack, not the Ancient stack. 657 will pop a shrine right now with his buddy Yolum. And we'll see what they think about making of this stack over here. In the meantime, they're just giving Silvos the opportunity to farm out the lane, get some experience for himself. At least the Lina's caught up CS-wise. She surpassed the Zeus. Zeus spent some time rotating towards bottom, as well as grabbing some runes at top. So that's an opportunity for this Lina to at least get some rune. Hold on, down at bottom. They're looking for Silvos. Silvos is definitely going to die for this. And they also want 657. Majesty will throw out the Laguna Blade as well as a couple of right clicks. So the Red Queen rotates bottom and she secures some kills. Got a pretty standard build on this Lina. Double null tallies with these phase boots. Top lane, they bring down Strelok, the ultimate from the Zeus, as well as a dive forward from 163, who will now just pop the sound. I can't believe she almost has. She's gonna have this Maelstrom very early. Like 15 minutes, Maelstrom should be available. She can already buy the javelin. Will she wait for the Myth Hammer? They actually might kill Strelok again. Strelok does not have ultimate, and they want to try and prevent the ultimate from ever happening. Arrow, will it come out? Is there an angle for it though? 163 unable to find a good angle. Ideally, you keep forcing these situations. Don't allow Phoenix to actually get level 6. The rotation came from top. Maui might die thanks to these spirits, but not enough to actually get the kill. Bottom no. Now that there's a Moonlight Shadow, they can try find this fight. Hook Stomp will catch onto Infernal. Infernal will be saved a little bit by the homing missile, and now they're going to turn towards XTC, but Majesty has come bottom as well. She is the saving grace. The LSA will not connect onto anybody. Does have Laguna Blade, but not able to use it onto anybody. And as mentioned in the draft, look how quickly 657 is going to head for this pipe. Before even looking towards Blink Dagger or anything, rushes himself the Hood of Defiance. This hero does not intend to die. Hey, Yolum, one more time, bro. One more time. Do it for the fans. Come on, Yolum. Do it for the fans. No. Oh, feels bad. Mid lane, they're gonna find Totso. Dead for sure. Ensnare onto the Sand King. After the lightning was used up as well. A couple of right clicks. Yolum on a killing spree. They rotate down Infernal. Ooh, Maui able to escape from the Laguna Blade. Pretty tanky, doesn't die as of yet. Majesty not going to be happy by what just happened. Oh, actually ends up dying in the trees after trying to TP away, but Yolum also gets a double kill by bringing down Infernal. So they trade supports, but Yolum getting much more experience out of this trade, given that the other support went down as well before the rotation from Majesty and Infernal. Majesty building into this Yule Scepter. Is Jaro just going drums BKB? Can't even afford drums yet. I think we'll see now. He's gonna queue up anything, or if he can almost buy the bracer. But what's it gonna be, Gyro bro? Nothing as of yet. Gonna rotate top. They're gonna try and smoke up and make a play onto 163. Strelok is very low, but Strelok does also have level 6. 163. Oh, is he gonna see what's happening? Fiend's Grip will be there. Does get the leap away, but definitely gonna be a kill onto 163. They didn't have an observer ward on the high ground, nor did they have one behind the tier 1 tower, so that movement wouldn't have been spotted anyway, given that they're all smoked up. And XTC's gonna die at bottom row. They kill Alina. Majestic does get the kill there. Streelok does come in with the ultimate from the Supernova. And will they be able to bring down this egg? No, they will not. The Song of the Siren was kind of wasted from the Naga side. They're gonna lose many heroes here at bottom. Streelok's gonna find himself getting a triple kill. And the Fury Bird, she is doing really well right now. Picks up a full Veil of Discord, which is what you should be doing as Phoenix if you can't find yourself rushing the Midas.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Great usage of that first ultimate. He did so much damage, almost 2,000 damage done by herself. As Phoenix, good luck. At top lane, they're going to try push for this tier 1 tower. XTC, is he going to be in trouble here? We do see Yolam has used up the ultimate. Mystic Flare was preferred as well. XTC might actually just die solo to Silvos. Silvos just trying to find the damage, escapes the call. The cooldown, and the Moonlight Shadow has been used. Yolom, the Invis, they will allow them to get the kill onto Infernal, but the TP away will be there for XTC. XTC is gonna try to go for this Aghanim Scepter. I really like this Ags item on Gyrocopter. I'm not sure, but I always like it as a aggressive, I'm doing well but don't really want to buy drums, but I kind of want to keep farming, I don't want to fight kind of item. This game is not really a game you can avoid fighting because the laning phase did not go well for this Gyrocopter by any stretch of the imagination. So might just need to buy drums, might not have the option to go for this Axe. Yay! I love that taunt so much. Yolam is also building Axe though, already has Ether Lens available. Man, Ether Lens Zeus is so disgusting. XTC, look how low health he is. They are gonna smoke. Oh no, they saw XTC hitting that creep outside of smoke, so they should be aware that something is happening. 163 needs to be very careful. I think should be able to get this tier 1 tower top regardless. They don't have a fortify anymore. If she gets it, yeah, she'll be able to just back away. Can leap into the... Okay, if she stays top though, this is maybe not the best play, but trying to make a counter play. Okay, we do see them going directly onto the Naga Siren. Maelstrom now. Fortunately, this tower is 1 hit point away from the threshold of being denied. Perhaps they can wait to try and deny it. Oh, can actually... Oh my goodness, 163 should have gone for that. That would have been a straight up deny. Inferno might be in some kind of trouble. Somebody has to die here, right? We do see looking... Okay, 163 wanted to find the grab onto Inferno. Streelok does throw out the ultimate, pushing back Silvos. Silvos does die. Maui will be caught out by a homing missile though, flying towards her. There is going to be a usage of the sleep. Naga trying to keep herself alive. This fight might go south now. Arrow will be there. It will thread the needle. 163 literally catches nobody. How did you even manage that? They've already brought down the Luna Majesty is dead. XTC going to be the next one to go down. 657 chasing right behind him. Not even required to use a double edge. Streelok doesn't have any way to get out of this Icarus dive in 7 seconds. Will there be an ensnare? Yes, they will be. They will give the triple kill towards 160. No, they just give a double kill towards the Centaur. So it's a 4 for 2 thus far. They get the stomp out onto this Sand King. Bring him down. Triple kill for 163. So a full team wipe at the end of the day. They lost Silvos. They lost Maui. But hashtag worth when you get everybody else. Kind of surprising that the arrow missed from this Marana. But whatever, right? You're in a situation where you miss an arrow. But now you also find yourself being able to pick up several bounty runes. Yolam got the bottom ones. You get the top ones. The tier 1 tower mid, not even in deny range yet. What would it be? No, it's not. An Infernal not going to destroy it. I'm kind of surprised he destroyed that Sea Dragon. I think he should have just left it to be able to deny the tier 1 tower thereafter. Oops, looks like my internet is down. Oopsie. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, just you know, reconnecting. There we go. My internet just like stuttered for a moment. but things should be okay right now. And there we go. Everything still looks good. Just right.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Alright, what happened? What have we missed? Nothing really, because Lina just respawned. She doesn't have Bloodstone, so she's still respawning from her previous death. This is getting concerning because as it stands right now, Centaur is actually up on net worth on the Lina, has the full pipe, has Blink Dagger as well, so they have amazing initiation from the side of Yules, the European lover squad. So Yules has this ability to really take the fight to GM, and they also now have the Zeus ultimate. Jeez, if you get caught out in the middle of the map and you get hoof stomped, you will die instantly. Hell, even if you find yourself just getting caught out by the two supports, if Maui and Silvas are on top of you and there's an ensnare, you will die. There's so much magic damage available right now from this Yules lineup, and we don't see anything available as of yet from Guerilla Method. The Pipe of Insight still very far away from Strelok. Doesn't also have the Hand of Midas to help brief up his farm. So this Phoenix hero, she will not be able to be a driving force for the team. They actually have smoked. And they Moonlight as well. They're going to take this fight at top. Oh no, they're going to find XCC. They see him. They see him. They see him. He's dead. Hookstomp will be there. And they even throw the Nexus or the Nimbus out onto him. Infernal does manage to escape as well as Strelok. We do see the runaway from the Sand King as well. So they use all their ultimates on the side of Yules, but they will be fine with that series of events. I mean, use your ultimate, get these kills. They had to use the BKB on 163, but that does mean that they should be able to claim this tier 2 tower in the top lane.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh, top. They're still gonna fight this. Toto was a little bit too far forward. And that's what I was mentioning. If you get stunned by 657, you do die. Now they actually might lose the Lina as well. Is anything gonna happen? The cooldown used, or at least cooldown's the wrong word. The Starstorm. Cooldown was not used because Gyrocopter's not here, but they do get a kill onto 657 thanks to the Supernova being used up. Song of the Siren is going out onto XTC, and they end up not taking the tower top. So Yules getting a little bit too aggressive in the top lane, and they end up being unable to complete their push. I'm fine with this. I mean, it sucks that you don't get the tier 2 tower as Yules, and it's really good for Guerilla that they find a kill onto 657. That was a lot of gold that they definitely needed. Majesty needs BKB super badly. But either way, it's still them exerting dominance basically throughout the entirety of the map. You're gonna find 3 bounty runes again. Oh my goodness. Stampede used right now. They want to try find XTC. 657 is looking for him. Can they get this hoof stomp off? No. A bit of a mistake from the Mirana not to use the Moonlight Shadow a little bit sooner. But I don't think they would have found the kill regardless. I think Inferno would have made sure that that didn't happen. They might try and now smoke themselves to try and find a counter fight here. Oh, 657. His invis breaks, but is able to blink away from danger in the top lane. Homing missile will chase after the Centaur, but to what end? You cannot fight this guy. And top, they're gonna try and corral around this tier 1 tower. All 5 heroes are gathered here from Guerilla Method. XTC is leading the charge. He almost has the Aghanim Scepter, but I gotta tell you, I hate this item if it comes up anything later than 22 minutes at worst. If you can get it before then it's still okay. I still don't like it in general, unless it's earlier than 18 minutes. They found 2 kills already at the very beginning. XTC might die. He needs to be able to finish off this Aghanim Scepter. He will not be able to do so. One more right click would be 163, claiming the double kill through the trees. And they get the tower denied as well. Oh my god. The European Lovers Club, Yules themselves. They can now try counter push this lane. Finish off what they started prior. But good god, right now, Guerilla Method super far behind. 11k in terms of the net worth. Experience, it's actually more than that. 15,000 experience almost. And man, oh man, when you have level disparities like that, look, you get situations like this where Yolem and Mirana, the Zeus and Mirana are level 17, Lina 16, Centaur is 14, and Gyrocopter is level 13. One of the highest damage dealing leveled heroes in this game for his team. Not even at the 15 mark. Doesn't have access to the additional flat cannon hits. Phoenix doesn't even have level 2 ultimate. They've gotten their ages. Now they try to make this initiation happen. But unfortunately, the Zeus ult cancelled away the blink dagger from Totso. They even commit the Song of the Siren just to make sure that they can escape cleanly from that initiation. And Yule's just getting everything going for them. Man, I'm not sure if they actually saw the fact that Totso's ultimate didn't work. But if they did, they can smoke and fight now. And they're gonna smoke anyway.
Radiant are scanning.
This Radiant scan connects onto nobody. 163. Just gonna push forward in this lane. Has this Aegis building into a Lincoln Sphere as well. And now that this Ags is complete on the Zeus Ags with Yules, yeah, initiation is not an issue at all. Arrow does scout out that XCC is nearby, just trying to defend this. Has to watch his positioning though. Oh, there's going to be the Nimbus Cloud, just zoning back XCC, getting healed up somewhat by Strelock, thanks to the Sunray. But just the positioning of where this Nimbus Cloud is, and how this fight looks at the moment, I think you just give up this tier 2 tower, and you probably give up the tier 2 tower in the top lane as well. XCC has to just go back to base, still doesn't have this Aghanim Scepter, only going to have it around 25 minutes.
Radiant's middle tower has
You should just go top, really. I don't think you go mid yet. You go top right now. Or you just try to force them to come home at bottom. You don't want Majesty actually actively farming the map. You want this hero in a place you can see her. She's gonna try and build this MKB right now. Just to have more damage. I don't know why they didn't head top. After taking this, I think the obvious move is you head top or they commit the stampede. 657 is looking for someone. They really should have taken this top tier 2. It's half HP. Still have this Aegis. Your entire team was here towards the mid lane. You just had a creep wave at the tower itself. Doesn't look. Now they actually have to back though. Totso will be able to catch the Power Strike onto 163, but still triple leap available. Absolutely no possibility of her getting caught out. She is 18 as well, so does have level 3 Moonlight Shadow. The scary part is that we have level 3 onto the Thunder God's Wrath. A very strong Nimbus Cloud as well. Feels bad, man. So Yules will now head towards bottom. 163. What is she? She still hasn't finished off this Lincoln Sphere. I wonder what she wants next. If she sees the fact that MKB is being built up by Majesty, she might not decide to go for the Butterfly, which is often a common item pickup by this Mirana hero. Top, nothing will be found. Bounty runes are up. 163 got 1, got 2. Looks like finally we'll see Guerilla Method being able to secure more than 1. But in exchange, they're going to give up a tier 2 tower at bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Still have another 2.5 minutes left with this Aegis. So they are going to try and utilize it now. They have all their ultimates online. Maui has access to a Glimmer Cape. He's trying to build Ags right now just so they can reset in the middle of the fight. Lotus Orb being built up by our Centaur, Silvos building a Veil of Discord, and Yolam already has all the magic damage out of it. Okay, Stampede does get committed. They're going to go directly out onto the Phoenix Strelock. Removed from the game. No buyback. Okay, she will buy back almost immediately. They also got the Sand King kill. But Sand King does not have buyback. 65 gold short of that particular milestone. But more crucially, Strelock is... Oh, Majesty's not here. Oh my god, they don't have Majesty. Lina's not in this fight. Sand King can finally buy back and chooses to do so. But without Lina, they just don't have damage right now. She has to amble all the way back towards the base. And now can they take a good fight? If they can take a good fight and maybe get a dieback out of one of these heroes. Oh no, there's going to be the hoof stomp onto Totso. Totso is going to die. There's going to be no Sand King available for this initiation. And now Phoenix goes in. But this is a Mirana, my friend. You do not have the damage or the life to stand up against those right clicks. And Majesty came in as well. Got brought down almost immediately. And they're just going to turn their attention towards the racks. This is going to be a full lane. Perhaps 2. I actually think this game is over, if I'm honest. I don't think it's possible to come back. think, especially in terms of levels, Phoenix needs to be much higher level right now,
Radiant's bottom
just to be able to have an
barracks are
impact
under
in this
attack.
game. They're probably going to back off because they're running low on HP and mana. But Gyrocopter is not the hero that can win the game alone for you anymore, even though he does have the Aegis of the Aghanim Scepter. And there they forced the Lina buyback.
Radiant's middle
So now that you
tower
force
is
Lina
falling.
to buy back as well, jeez. The economic damage dealt in the last couple of minutes has been astounding. Like, they were already losing, but look at this graph. It just dipped even further. Several thousand gold lost very quickly. Double buybacks. Dieback on one hero. No, triple buybacks in fact. Sand King, Phoenix, and Lina bought back. The Sand King died again. And they're gonna smoke now. Go for a Hail Mary play. Maui might actually end up breaking the smoke. That's gonna be so unfortunate if that happens. Yep, and that is going to indeed happen. Glimmer capes through right now. Nimbus toward the top lane. They find the Zeus though. Okay, that's fine. Hashtag worth. Strilok still looking towards having this full pipe of insight for his team. But still, it's going to be quite some time before this Phoenix hero actually does something in this game.
Shadows take us.
They are going to use Moonlight Shadow. They found the kill onto the Centaur. Do they have the damage for him? I think they do. Wasn't able to. Oh my god, really? Pipe of Insight with the Song of the Siren from Maui. And he's fine. He's out of here. Oh, oof. There's no LSA available for Majesty to cancel out the TP. And that looked like it was going to be a massive kill. Unfortunately, they do not find it. I have to say though, Lina as well as the Gyrocopter have caught up magnificently. And they are not that far behind the Zeus. But they are leaps and bounds behind this Mirana. Mjolnir, BKB, Lincoln Sphere, rounding the corner on having 20k net worth at the 30-minute mark this game. Some huge items do come out from Guerilla Method, actually. You have ourselves the BKB on Gyrocopter. Phoenix does pick up the Pipe of Insight. These are some objectively huge items. Can change the game. Zeus just throws out a scouting ultimate, making sure that there are no wayward Radiant heroes wandering around his jungle. First of all, that also creates space for them to take away the shrine at bottom. Already claimed one laner X. Some free gold for the team.
Shrine has fallen.
163 almost actually has Dragon Lance as well. Jesus, this hero is going to be so big. They're going to get 2 bounty runes again. Will they get 3? No, they won't. Oh, they will. Yolom got one, but Yolom might die for this. No, blinks forward past the Infernal, in fact. They even use the Stampede to assure that there is safety for the escape.
My gratitude. I shall not report.
That was pretty sick plays. Yolom as well. Doesn't know that there's a Sentry Ward on the ground. Running around with an Invis rune. Does end up losing the Nimbus Cloud, you know, some good gold towards Majesty. And she is also now trying to build into an Aghanim Scepter. Just get the lower cooldown on this ultimate.
Allies disappear.
Oh, ultimate. Man's Mystic Flare used on Lina. And oh god, she doesn't have buyback, does she? She bought back in the last engagement. Oh my god, this is another laner Rex. Maui now also does have Aghanim Scepter to bring to bear, so if they find the team in a sticky situation, just reset, heal everyone up. How much is the heal potential? Okay, there's going to be a Burrow Strike coming out. Totso taking some damage from Lightning right now. They're actually just going to burst away the Sand King. The cooldown will also do nothing. 163 jumps forward, wants to get this kill onto XTC, will succeed in doing so. Just so much damage coming out of this Miranda, and Miranda now, yep, they call GG. They understand that this game is over. 163 is just too freaking big right now. Man, oh man, oh man. What a game. And I think this was one of those situations where it was... I don't even know what you go back into the room with as your team, and you're like, okay guys, things went south. Alright, okay, there's a lot that went south, right? One of the main things is that their laning phase from the beginning of the game, they were already at a disadvantage. And some of the fights they took were a little bit questionable. And also rushing this Ags was probably a mistake from XCC. Should definitely have gone for phase, drums, BKB. Would have been able to fight a lot sooner. Their inability to fight in this game probably was their death now. And Strelok just had a stupendously difficult game on this Phoenix hero. Not really much he was able to do. I mean, even though got a lot of damage out. I mean, 12,000 damage being dealt is no small feat, but only involved in 6 kills at the end of the day. Not really able to do too much. He just got run over. 16, 1 and 10. 163. God, jeez. What a game from this Miranda. I want to see what her net worth was in the game. 20,000 net worth. Probably by far damage dealer extraordinaire. Yeah, nope. Zeus is damage dealer extraordinaire. 37,000 damage. So, ladies and gentlemen, European Love Story will secure themselves game number 1 in pretty emphatic fashion. And then we'll see in game number 2 if they're actually going to clean this up in a 2-0 sweep, or if by, you know, Guerilla method have figured things out and are going to go back to the drawing board and know what it is that beat them and know how to counter it at the end of the day. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in a moment with more Dota 2 action here in the JDL Season 13 Europe Edition. European Love Story versus Guerilla Method Game 2 coming in just a moment.
Sky Wrath Mage.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to some more Dota 2 action. We have ourselves game number 2 between European Love Story and Guerilla Method. Game 1 was a bit of a doozy. Guerilla Method found themselves having to deal with a very angry Marana, very angry Kitty,
10 seconds
and she
remaining.
sort of ran over them. Her and the Zeus on the side of European Love Story did a
5
fantastic job,
seconds remaining.
and what probably helped a lot was, you know, this Gareth Mage put in a ton ton of work. So, ladies and gentlemen, game number 2, we do see Skywrath Mage has not been changed, has not been repicked. Instead, what they're going to do is first pick it, Guerilla method, respond with a completely different draft than what we saw in game number 1. Instead, choosing to go for the Death Prophet Axe duo. So they have team initiation, they have some split push, they have stronger lanes than game number 1, but more importantly, they have a hero who, unlike the Phoenix, who if she gets shut down completely from the jump, she does nothing. Axe is one of those heroes that can actually get really involved as the game goes on. Even if he doesn't have that good of a start, you know, just get that early blink dagger and you can still get involved pretty well.
Radiant team ban.
One of the things that I really like about this Guerilla method opening 2 at the moment is it signals a lot of intent from them. It felt like they were hedging a lot of their bets in game 1, but now they're just going to be like, alright guys, let's just pick our heroes, let's not try to confuse them with the draft, let's pick our heroes, let's play Dota and see what happens. European love story at the moment. If it ain't broke, don't fix it from them, I suppose. I like the fact that they ban this Slog as well. I think they banned it last in the previous game, right? If I remember correctly. I don't really remember what the exact last ban was. But either way, the fact that they've removed this hero does mean that they can pick a couple of these squishier supports. You can pick Warlock, you can pick AA right now. And AA is still usually one of the best hero counters against Death Prophet. I think you can pick that hero, but then it kind of robs you of your ability to have initiation. Because in the previous game, that Naga Siren was a genius lost pick. I think it tied together their draft magnificently. This game, instead of going for Naga, they can go for the Bane themselves. Because Bane is also really good against DP and Axe.
Dire team pick.
Guerilla method do ban that Naga. So I think Bane or AA is probably going to be the hero that European love story pick up. Definitely Bane now. Well, they can pick anything they want, really. Even Shadow Demon isn't terrible under these circumstances, because if you pick a Shadow Demon, it gives you the ability to have a save. So you have this hero. Oh wait, I don't know what's happening. My mic isn't working in Dota 2. What's going on? Okay, there we go. Oops, that's a big problem. Anyway, if you pick Ancient Apparition, oh, they don't actually, they went for Clockwork. So Clockwork also sets up quite nicely for Morana to get arrows into. No guarantee that this is a support clock rather than offlane clock. Ideally should be like offlane clock, I think, in this kind of game. Then you get another hero. Now you can pick Ancient Apparition because it combos up really well with both Skywrath Mage and Clockwork. It's very good against Death Prophet, very good against Axe. It's okay versus Tusk, not the most amazing hero. But I think control-wise, European love story should be satisfied with what's happening. Now they still need to just cover things damage in the damage category. Guerilla method should be wanting to pick up their other support right now. I don't think you want to reveal who XTC is going to be playing so quickly. Like, it's going to be Strillock Axe, most likely. Majesty playing the Death Prophet. Tusk should be handled by Totso. I think you pick the Infernal hero right now. He could actually still play Bane. But, or even Oracle. We've seen a couple of Oracles come up lately. Hey Troy, what's up? How you doing, man? We've seen some Oracles come up just in general. Picked raw, not really with any combo hero. In the first series of today, in fact, we saw Oracle picked in tandem with the Visage. So now, putting Oracle with DP could work out pretty well for you. Guerilla method are taking a very long time with this fourth pick. What's it gonna be, boys?
Warlock.
Alright, they're gonna go for the Warlock. I thought perhaps European could do this. But Warlock is great with Axe. Because Fatal Bonds plus Core. Woof! Lots and lots of damage.
Seconds remaining.
I wonder, how do European love story answer this? Because they banned the Slog themselves. But Warlock's not that threatening. And they still have ways to deal with this hero. Because in this game, you have Skywrath Mage that has the ultimate, or the silence. You have Clockwork that can hook directly onto Warlock. Maybe you don't pick Zeus again this game because they have Axe and Tusk, so it's a lot easier for them to get directly on top of you. Up until the point you have a Blink Dagger. So I'm interested to see what Yolam is going to be playing in this go-around. Really threading the needle with this one. If they put this Clockwork in support, then what do they want for the offlane? Then they're the ones that could pick Centaur. They could pick Lycan, just run over the Tuscan Warlock. Even DP, not that great versus Lycan. Oh, Nature's Prophet. That's a hero we've seen fall off almost vertically in the offlane. But I think this is one of those games where Nature's Prophet could have some utility. Actually, I'd prefer 4-position Nature's Prophet. Or 5-position even. Skywrath Mage 4, Clockwork in the offlane, and then Marana can go mid. We'll go for the Beastmaster. So, similar idea-ish with the Lycan. Some push potential. And it's a hero that can overwhelm the Warlock with units. Just throws lots of stuff at you until you die. And of course, in a Beast Aura with Marana, we saw what Marana was doing without any help buffing up her attack speed. And in game 2, she definitely will have the ability to do that. So, yeah, this Beastmaster can end up working out pretty well for the European love story side. Let's see how Guerilla Method will answer this.
Radiant team
Guerilla Method banned Tinker at the end of the day. Yeah, Tinker, Beastmaster, still a silly combo to play against. And it doesn't seem like they're planning to play any heroes that can chase a hero like Tinker globally. Still, now we just need to know what Yolam is going to play for European Love Story. And for Guerilla Method, we just need to see what SCC will play.
10 seconds remaining.
Now that this Beastmaster is going into the offlane, we do have ourselves a support Clockwork.
5 seconds
As
remaining.
well as a support Skywrath Mage. Or, could be Skywrath mid. And then Marana Clockwork are the supports. Oh, my bad, Coffee Cup.
Radiant
Hello, Coffee Cup.
pick.
What's up, man? Mostly because he just said hello. If you'd said hello, it would have been a bit faster. But yeah, there's your shout out. You happy? You cool now? CK, the last band for European Love Story. Do they want to pick Razor here? Razor, Medusa, one of these hard carry range heroes. I mean, Marana's fine versus CK because she has triple leap to get herself out of trouble. But I guess if you're picking a hero that's less mobile, even Lifestealer could be the last pick here for European Love Story. What's it gonna be, boys? But definitely something that gets eaten alive by CK. They could actually be thinking about not necessarily running 163 on this Marana. Doing something a little bit different.
Team pick.
Oh, SF for Yolam. Okay, never mind. 163 is playing Marana. SF versus CK is a bit of an odd one. But I guess as well, if you remove CK, you don't have to worry about Beastmaster having a terrible time. And then you can put more effort into having Skywrath Mage come mid at the very beginning. Maybe to help out SF with like 1 or 2 waves. I doubt they'll do that though. I think two lanes are a bit too strong right now to not pay attention
5
to.
seconds remaining.
154-second delay. Why do you ask?
Phantom
You may now
Lancer.
select your heroes.
PL, last pick for Guerilla Method. This was the other hero he played in that game that they had versus the Raven G Club on the side of Guerilla Method. He played Jaro. Second game, Jaro got banned. Then he played this PL. And they won that game. But this game, I don't know if... Do I like this PL? It's kind of complicated because Marana's going to have a really good early laning phase once again. Which means an early Maelstrom, which kind of wrecks PL before PL has items for the illusions to be survivable. Also, it's kind of complicated for the PL to get out of dodge and out of trouble. Because if you get arrowed, you just die. Not really much you can do about that. So, I don't know how I feel about this.
Who do I like? I actually still like the draft coming in from the Yules, the European Love Squad. I think this is the kind of game that SF can actually have a good run. They don't have that much disable and catch on the side of Guerilla method. They have Tusk and Axe, of course. And especially the Tusk can make Shadow Fiend's life a living hell in the early game. Oh no, I forgot about this. Oh my god. It's Clockwork Shadow Fiend. Fuck my life. Ah, sigh. This is not a very happy moment if you're playing on the side of Guerilla Method. If you're a Guerilla Method fan, I'm sorry guys. But yeah, Yolem is gonna destroy this mid lane. Majesty has no chance to play against this. I don't even want to look at it.
Let chaos reign.
Ugh. Ugh. Are you kidding me, dog? Are you kidding me?
30 seconds to battle.
I think they're like, oh, we've done enough. And they're gonna do one more round of it. They just want to make sure that they're close enough to get some runes going. And there we go. Max souls for Yolem. Plus 24 damage. Level 1 before you even get rune spawning. Yeah. At the very least, they were aware that some shenanigans are going on. Look where Totso is and where they were able to plant out that observer ward. They're like, oh, okay, guys, they're probably doing some shenanigans.
The battle begins.
And they'll at least get one bounty rune out of this on the side of the European Love Squad. But honestly, I would trade bounties for plus 24 damage on Shadow Fiend any day of the week. And he's going to destroy this lane. It's going to be fun. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, game number 2 here in the JDL Season 13. This is Group 2 of the Division 2 of the European region. In the mid lane, we do have Yolem, the cheater, playing on the SF. Towards top, we've got Silvas reprising his role on the Skyrath Mage. 657 is going to be playing the Beastmaster at the present moment in time. Down towards bottom, we do have Maui on this Clockwork Goblin. And last but not least, we have 163 playing this Morana once again. And let's see how Guerilla Method will be able to deal with this one. Strelok is playing a much more favorable hero under the circumstances in the Axe rather than Phoenix. We do see Totso going and handling up this Tuskar. Towards the mid lane, we do see Majesty playing the Death Prophet out at top. XTC going to be hard farming on the PL, and last but not least, Inferno on the Warlock. And we've got the Shadow Word, so even with this constant harass for XTC, that's one of their solutions. They're like, alright, Warlock can help. Warlock can help. And now at the moment, 163 is just going to be farming at bottom, looking for that early Aquila. They can actually just leave her by herself, and they're doing so thus far. They understand that if it's a 1v1 matchup, she wins anyway. Even though Axe should still be able to farm. Not going to be able to outfarm Miranda by any stretch of the imagination. So this is a decent matchup for both teams. I don't think anybody is upset about what's going on here. Erstwhile mid. Toto might try to find this kill onto this SF. They see Yolem now. Are they going to go for it? Majesty only has 1 point into the Crypt Swarm. And only 1 Spirit Siphon. No Spirit Siphon charge is even available right now. So there's no way they get this kill. The TP is coming in. Maui has made his presence known. This Observer Ward will scout out that the Rocket Man is here. Oh yeah, I think I also just didn't see your message initially when you were saying hi, because I was focused on the screen. So, and yes, Mr. Troy Daughter, I do put the delay to make sure that there is no possibility, or at least it limits the possibility of stream snipes. And while I'm talking trash, top lane, XTC finds himself being first blood. Game 1, I think he was able to find first blood. This time is going to be the one that goes down. It's a pretty huge kill. This PL being the one that dies, because Silvas now secures level 2, almost level 3. Beastmaster got level 3 out of that situation. And once again, we have a situation where the early game is being led off lovely by the Yules lineup. So the European Love Squad doing pretty well here in the top lane.
Claimed by the beast.
657 already out CSing XTC. Doesn't seem like that situation is going to change anytime soon. And now we see Silvos getting gone on. The ice shards will be there. Oh my god, Totso. Ice shards don't connect properly. And now XTC might be in some kind of trouble. 657 chasing after him. Wild Axes cooling down in 1 second. Lots of one charges get used up at the end of the day by XTC. Totso will eat the Wild Axes. But Scarlet Mage does not have the temerity to try and chase down the Tusker. They will cancel out the salve from XTC. Silvos is putting some damage onto this Fatal Bonded creep, but they will not be able to get the kill onto Silvos. So he's just gonna back away. And that's 3 heroes at top trying to make this magic happen. So the side of Guerilla Method are unfortunately hampering the possibility of XTC getting gang-free experience. They're gonna try to go for this counter 657 though. The snowball is available, and the ice shards are there as well. Now they're gonna turn maybe towards XTC. Does he have 1 charges on 657? Yes, he does. And only one of those creeps was Fatal Bonded. Shadow Word should be able to tick him out still. 30 damage. Oh my god, he gets a TP back to base. 657. What a rotation coming in from Silvos just in time to prevent them getting that kill. And wasting a lot of the Guerilla Method support's time. And while this is happening at mid lane, Maui getting involved with Yolo. They find a kill going directly onto the DP. Totso came in to try and save his mid laner. Unfortunately, unable to find it. And, you know, I would say, unfortunately, lots of stuff seems like it was happening at top. But look at this mid lane. 28 and 23 versus the 16 and 3. Sure, at least 9 of those 23 denies from Yolum come from him beating down the power cogs. But that means he's at least 29 and 14 right now.
Are fortified.
A full level up on the Majesty Death Prophet. Can afford to go home and heal. And now top they might actually be able to find a kill onto Inferno, but they're not going to jump for this. And how's bottom going? Axe is still farming. He's 16 and 0, but being doubled up by 163. 163 has just been a revelation for his team right now. He might need to throw an arrow onto the Sea Dragon just to kill it instantly and get the gold and get the Battle Hunger cost off of him, and he does that just like that on the Murano. Also, this is a fairly difficult hero to bring down because she still does have triple leap. So Ice Shard, Snowball, these are not things you can use necessarily to secure yourself a kill onto her. Oh, she actually messed up the second leap, but the third one will still put her in a safe position. Mid lane, once again they get a kill onto this Death Prophet. Top lane also might have a go onto XCC Knight just being forced back. But mid, again, DP. Majesty dies to Yolum. Oh my god. You know, that's a bit problematic because Yolum is level 6 right now. Gonna soon be encroaching on level 7, and Majesty still level 5 at the moment and a ton of gold behind. Clockwork Goblin has made his way towards the bottom side of the map. They actually might try to find a kill onto somebody who shows himself a lane. Streetlock is dead. Streetlock is like 100% dead. And they decided to go closer towards the tier 1 tower. The Starfall will be there. There's going to be a first kill onto Streetlock. And now the Cogs will be there to entrap Totso. Totso will die too. Man, oh man, Guerilla Method. If it's even possible, having a rougher start than even in game 1. Full power treads already available for the Smarana. She's 43 and 17, 7 minutes into this game. The highest farming hero on the side of Guerilla Method is this PL, who at top they're going to try to go for 657. 657 might die from this. There is a huge Shadow Word going out. The wand was used to keep their Beastmaster alive, but will fail to do so. Totso does end up at least getting brought down by Silvos, so they're going to trade lives. Support for offlaner here in the top lane. XCC will be very happy with that. Gets quite a bit of experience out of it. And Clockwork, mid lane, they're going to try and get this kill onto Majesty once again. Majesty will die. 1 more raise from Yolum. 3 raises all connecting in tandem, giving away the bonus damage. And Yolum, 3rd kill, a killing spree for this SF early on in the game. Him and Clockwork are just going to shrine right now. Does Maui have a smoke? If Maui had a smoke, they could have just hit a top. But Yolum is just going to keep farming. You know, just stack some of these creeps for a bit. We'll come back and raise these down later on. So far, we'll just take away the 1 medium camp. Get some farm towards himself. Or the hard camp, excuse me. Top lane, XTC in trouble. Silvos trying to chase down this PL. It's a battle of wits because either one of them can get killed by the other. But the fact that XTC has to back away and back off to the shrine right now is kind of an issue. Because they're starting to fall behind in terms of net worth. He's actually behind even the Beastmaster. All 3 cores on the side of Yules are ahead of all 3 cores on the side of GM. We'll see, maybe at top they might find this kill onto Totso. Totso doesn't have snowball, he ends up getting brought down 657 with the damage. The right clicks could do the right thing. Erstwhile at bottom, Maui got involved with the Marana and they find a kill onto the axe. Jeez. 163, 4,000 net. This is a game, I want you guys to think about something, right? This is a game where a Clockwork helped to feed SF a lot of damage in the early game, helped to feed him kills, 3 of them in fact, in the mid lane up against the Death Prophet, and also helped to making sure that this hero is never in a bad situation. And Mirana is still the net worth leader. XTC does get brought down top as well, 657 with Silvos.
Believe me.
Bottom is missing.
They reveal the Ancient Seal, given that level 4 is available for the Skywrath Mage. 10 to 2 is the kill score. Any of you that bet first to 10, definitely going to be happy with the results from the side of Yules. They're looking good right now. 4k gold lead in their favor. Marana almost has, going to have an even earlier Maelstrom than in game number 1. Game 1 she picked it up at 14 minutes. Game 2 looks likely that this might arrive at 12 even. But let's see how it goes. We have bounty runes available. Maui steals one, Silva steals one. 657 will take another. Oh my god. 4 bounty runes given away. That is so huge. They are gonna spot out the fact Majesty has thrown out a Spirit Siphon onto 657. She has to be careful. Primal Roar is available. There's no hookshot available just yet for the Clockwork though, so less possibility of him making use of that skill. Oh my goodness, Totso. If he eats one more raise, definitely gonna die. Majesty goes in with the ultimate, but now caught inside the power cards, and they're gonna throw out the ultimate from the Shadow Fiend as well as the ultimate from the Warlock, but Warlock ultimate will not prevent them from just bursting down Majesty. Majesty is dead, and she did pop the Exorcism before dying. That is so huge. The fact that Exorcism is down as well as Warlock ultimate. Strelock forced back from this engagement. This Warlock Golem will not actually help out in getting any more damage out. And while this is happening, the 2 hard carries are trading farm. 163 is pushing onto this tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. XTC is trying to achieve the same, but XTC is going to take a little bit longer to make this happen. That being said, he does have a Siege Dragon, but also less confidence about the success of this maneuver, so choosing to back away. 163 erstwhile actually might die from this, provided they can. Oh no, they're instead gonna find the kill onto Maui. Maui slowed up. Eye shards will be there. Can they get this call out? Nope. Gets out the power cogs, which will wait up until the eye shards expire. Easy escape possibility from him there. 657 at top. Wild Axes onto XCC. XCC has to watch himself, but they will not choose to use the Primal Roar. It's not up yet. 8 more seconds. If Primal Roar comes up, actually this PL can die. Yeah, PL might wipe. The PL has to be very careful right now. Just get brought down. Yep, there we go. Primal Roar directly onto this PL. PL gonna get hit with the concussive shot as well. 657 gonna look with the wild axis. Gonna go in the wrong direction in fact, but that gives the information as to exactly where this PL must be. And they find the kill at top. Yet another core hero kill. 2, 4, and 1. 204 for the Beastmaster. Yolem finds another kill onto Majesty. Maui getting involved. This time right on top of the DP. 204 for Clockwork. 401 for Yolem. This SF already has Yule Scepter. 12 minutes into this game. Marana has the Mjolnir coming out to her now as well. Mid lane, they might be able to find this kill onto Yolem. Yolem goes in for the ultimate, gets dodged out by the Tusker. And here is XTC right on top of the SF. SF definitely gonna die from this, and there we go. Surrounded, and the PL illusions doing their work. Fortunately for the Guerilla method lineup, it is indeed the PL that gets that kill. Some much needed gold going to way of the Phantom Lancer. He's still 1,000 gold beneath the Beastmaster in terms of farm. And the Beastmaster is the next closest hero to him. Moonlight Shadow now used. Can they take this fight? Majesty. Maui right on top of him. And there we go. They've got the hook shot. Got the cogs. Easy kill. Easy grab. 163 not even needing to make use of the Sacred Arrow. Just find that kill at the onset. And she's also going a bit of a different build this game. Previously, we did see 163 going for the BKB immediately after picking up the Maelstrom. But I'm probably realizing that it was kind of unnecessary to go BKB. So this game, just going to go for that early Dragon Lance. She's actually going to have Dragon Lance. Oh no, arrow onto Totso. Totso's dead. Dragon Lance will actually be available at 15 minutes. There's going to be a Maelstrom, Aquila, Power Treads, Dragon Lance Mirana at 15 minutes. That's going to be terrifying. I feel like she should just have the Ogre Club sent out right now, and then you pick up the Band of Element skin from the side shop. But whatever. They're going to want to stick around for these bounty runes, of course. Infernal now. Okay, now they see this. Oh no, they see the PL. They silence him. They burst him down with the Mystic Flare. 163 with the final right click is the one that got that kill. Streelok coming in, revealing the Blink Dagger, but unfortunately unable to make it work in the middle of this fight. Jolum is in the backside as well. Exorcism will be used by Majesty. They've gotten the kill onto Tusker. They've gotten the secondary kill onto the Axe. Jolum now being turned around upon Primal Roar onto him. They will be able to get that grab. Infernal trying to run himself away. The TP in this crook. And that would be the successful escape for the Warlock. But now here is 163's item. Dragon Lance on deck. We've got some bounty runes to steal. The top runes are still available at the very least. So these can be taken by Guerilla method. 163 now. Like XCC actually has to run away. Like without this Diffusal Blade being online, there's no way you take this fight. And in fact, he is going for this very early Hood of Defiance just so he can stay alive versus the SF with all this damage magically. The Beastmaster is not helping matters either by constantly throwing out the Primal Roar. Skyrath mage damage. Absolutely needs to be able to buy the Sword of Defiance, but also gonna be the death knell because he's gonna buy it. Yolum trying to run away right now. Do they have detection? Because the Moonlight Shadow is there. They're gonna try to get the call. Streelok does get it, and they're gonna try to find this kill onto the SF. Unfortunately, Streelok dies even faster just because 163 is there, right clicking from afar. They've already gotten the side kill as well onto the Tusker. 14,000 gold lead at 16 minutes. It's going to be 15,000 in fact, because they've just brought down the tier 2 tower. Top lane, XTC cannot even take down this tier 1 because Maui is here. And he does not know who is behind Maui, who might be trying to help Maui out. Maybe going to try and go for this. They'll be able to get the tower. And there should be a clean escape for XTC.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But nevertheless, all the farm, this dire triangle is being farmed up right now by Radiant Heroes. 163, again, still net worth leader in this game. Not even going to bother going for this BKB, going S and Y now. This Morana hits so hard at the moment. Doing almost 180 damage a hit right now. Yolum as well. No slouch. 175 damage for him. And there's just no options right now for Guerilla method. They find Death Prophet every time I turn away from Majesty. Majesty is just getting killed. Does 657 have Medallion? No Medallion available yet, but they do have 3 points into the presence of the Dark Lord. So that will enable them to take Roche regardless. It's not going to take long at all. Hookshot goes forward onto Streelok. They might be able to just take this fight there after soon after. And then there's only Wild Axes as well as Concussive Shot with the Arcane Bolt. They bring down the Axe. Axe can't even jump into this. Snowball going out onto 657. Totso tossing him up with the Walrus Punch. And they force the Exorcism out of Majesty. But they are about to get this Aegis regardless. Aegis has been achieved. Buyback coming in from the Axe. Oh man, what economic damage is being dealt. This is so huge.
Is under attack.
Axe brought back. They use Exorcism, but they are still too late to stop this Aegis from going down. And now Majesty, I thought they were going to go for him with 657 being in this, but no Primal Roar available. If they had Primal Roar maybe, but it's not going to happen. XTC as well does at least have the Hood of Defiance, but no access to having the diffusal blade as of yet, so not an offensive threat right now on the PL. Probably only gonna have this item around 22-23 minutes. And they might just find him. Nah, Yolam and 160 just want to go Shrine, but the Shrine is down still, so they won't be able to heal from there. 163, arrow flies forth. Ooh, doesn't connect onto Strillock. I feel like 163 could chase somebody down just with pure right clicks, but playing very prudently still. Not trying to throw away a very well hard-earned lead. Next, Maui kills him. Did they even use the Sacred Arrow for that? They did not. Just right clicks from the Marana. Majesty's in trouble. Huge silence coming out from her. She's trying to get herself closer to escaping this situation. If Maui had hookshot, that would have been a kill. But they're just going to take the tier 2 tower mid. Yolum is looking for his own BKB now after this Blink Dagger. Got Blink Yield Aegis on this SF. Tier 2 tower falling in the mid lane. And Guerilla Method are looking towards this Hail Mary play. They buy this smoke on Axe. They recognize that they need to get involved somewhere on this map. And man, this Axe needed to be the one to buy Pipe of Insight, but not really able to do so. Does not have the Blink Dagger, but unfortunately, because of the fact that he doesn't have either Pipe, Vanguard, or Blade Mail, whenever you call somebody, especially if he's calling the two heroes he needs to call, absolutely, being the SF and the Marana, just destroy him during the call. It's level 10. At the same time, Marana's level 16, SF is level 16, Beastmaster is level 14. They have a near 20,000 experience and gold lead on the side of Yules. They're going to kick this tier 2 tower without any difficulty.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
So right now, the high ground is being threatened already. They could potentially try this fight. Bottom tier 1 tower is being pushed because Guerilla Method, they need something out of this, right? And they get this for XCC. Still will not have access to Diffusal Blade for this. And they've already gotten the kill onto the Tusker. Caught out by 657. No ultimate committed at all for that. And Maui still has hookshot. We get the silence out onto the PL. The buyback does come in. And there's going to be a 3-man rock drop down. There will be a hookshot directly onto this Warlock. Warlock now caught next to Maui, but Maui taking the full brunt of the damage from the exorcism. And they're going to turn the damage onto 163 as well. They've gotten 2 huge kills on this high ground. They do lose the axe at the end of the day. Unfortunately, the damage from the units thrown at him by the Beastmaster a little bit too much. And now they're going to go back to try and claim a laner Rax from this. Hopefully they want them to leave the base. Here comes a creep wave. Yolum does still have Blink, but doesn't have BKB.
Dire's top barracks
Aegis
are under attack.
expiring in about a minute. So why make this complicated? Massive fight taken. At the end of the day, Axe gets a ton of gold out of that. It's kind of unfortunate that Axe is the one that got that kill onto the Marana. I think they would have been much better served if it was the PL or the Death Prophet that got that. But either way, the fact that they were able to do something is going to be a boon for them. But man, this is... Alright, PL's counted now because 657 has just managed to pick up a Crimson Guard. It's flying out to him on the courier. So PL, because of how weak PL is already at this particular moment in time, is going to do almost no damage in these fights. Oh, cool. Will come out. They catch Maui. Is Maui going to die? Battery Assault will come out from him. Does have power clogs necessary. Spirit Vessel does go out onto this Axe hero. And they bring him back into position. Yep, that Majesty as well gets Primal Roll on the backside of the fight in the river. Totso probably not going to fare that much better. Hookshot with the Battery Assault does catch onto him. Gives a double kill towards 657. The Aegis will now expire. There is a buyback on the Death Prophet as well as a buyback on the Warlock, but nobody else has access to this lovely skill. Jesus. 163 is hitting for all the damage on Earth. SNY, Maelstrom, Dragon Lance, 23 minutes into this game. This hero has 13k net worth, hits for 200 damage. Soon we'll have a full Mjolnir as well. There's actually going to be 2 lanes of Rax. Because even after these heroes respawn, do you want to be the one that initiates this fight? And they're just gonna stand Maui outside this just to make sure that Strelok, he's the only initiator that they're scared of. They know that there's no rock. And now Yolan jumps in. BKB wants to try and burst down the DP. Will almost succeed in doing so. The snowball will be there to get him away, but they brought down XCC on the far side of the fight, and they just got the kill onto Majesty. And that's it. GG. That's it. We're done. Yeah. This is wow. Wow. I'm kind of shocked. Not really. Well, I am shocked. 30,000 golden experience is one of those leads. Here's what's complicated about games like this, right? Games like this, when you're trying to analyze them and you're looking into the situation and you're like, alright, what happened, right? When you're bodied this hard, it basically means you should have played an entirely different style of Dota. Majesty, this Death Prophet got way too affected by SF in the mid lane. They should potentially have stuck Tusker around for a lot longer period of time to make sure Majesty didn't keep dying. Died 10 times this game. I mean, let's look at this, right? Majesty at 10 minutes had 4 deaths in the mid lane at 11 minutes. That should not be happening ever. So, as a result, just everything went aces for the side of the European love story, and they will clean up this series 2-0, taking it over the Guerilla method. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, they're first. No, they'll be second, right behind SQG, because SQG is 2-1, 2-1-0, and now European Love Story is 1-1-0, and Guerilla Method is 1-0-1. So European Love Story will now go to second in the Division 2 group. So good for them, and I hope that this continues, because that was a fantastic game, and hopefully they keep playing fantastic Dota like this as the series progresses, as the tournament progresses. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining me. I've been Snare, casting for this JDL's Europe Season 13 games. You know, check out Join Dota at joindota.com. Oh, wait, that's not the screen. There we go. So you can look at Join Dota on joindota.com. Look them up on Facebook, on Twitter, obviously on Twitch. You can follow their channel from there. And me as well, you know, I'd really appreciate it if you gave me a follow as well. Here you can see right above all these signs, there is my Twitter handle. You're obviously on my Twitch channel right now. It would be great if you followed me here. You know, threw me some bits, some shout out love would be nice as well. Tell your friends, and tell your friends to buy a subscription. But ladies and gentlemen, I've been Snare. You guys have been awesome. And yeah, that's going to be me for now. I'll leave this up for a moment just so we can hear some sweet tunes on the way out. But European Love Story, amazing win from them. And I hope they have an amazing tournament forward. And I hope you guys have an amazing night for the rest of the evening. I'm Snare. You've been great. And I'm out.